You're 20 and 20.
You're 20 and up 40, Arthur.
I'll just call Big Mike.
2 pair, jack's up.
3 5s.
You're a canny bugger, Arthur.
Yeah, about time, too.
Yeah, talk of your time. Better make the next game the last one.
Oh, well, I'm ahead, so it's your prerogative, Nick.
Give him a good shuffle, Tommy. Might change my luck.
One more for the road, is it? Well, as it's the last hand, let's give it a go, eh? There's 50 to kick it off.
You're 50. I'm 50.
Too much for me.
Give me 1.
I'll take 2.
$100.
You're 100. Up 200.
$200 and up 2,000.
I don't believe this. Best hand I've had all night and I run out of cash. Will anyone cash me a check? What about you, Arthur? Huh? Come on, you know I'm good for it.
No, nothing personal, Nick. I'm allergic to checks. They make me sweat, give me headaches.
Look, I just need 2 grand to see him. I have him, I know I can do it.
Well, if you're so sure, why don't you show Arthur your hand? You might come across then.
No harm in that.
Come on over here then. He can't beat me. He only took 1 card.
Tasty, Nick. Very tasty. But checks. I always have trouble with checks.
Look, I tell you what, Arthur. I've got a car I'll sell you.
I've got quite a few I could sell you, Nick.
No, this is no ordinary car, Arthur. It's German. It's a collector's item. I've got one of the last 10 ever made. Collectors go potty for them. Pristine condition. Never been driven.
Even so.
Look, I'll give you an idea of what it's worth. I will sell it to you for £2,000 so that I can see him, and then when I win the pot, I'll buy it straight back from you for 3 grand. Deal?
What about the logbook and the papers?
Come on, you two. You're going to see me or not?
He's going to see you.
God, I thought you were arranging your holidays.
No, just evaluating the collateral.
Shrewd man like you, Arthur, you ought to be Chancellor of the Exchequer.
It's too late. They flogged everything worth selling.
It's a formality, Mike. You can't beat me. You only took 1 card.
That's true. That's what I got. No use at all. Then I already had 4 10s, didn't I? Now, what have you got over there?
Not enough.
I wish you'd seen his face.
So I ended up well in front, plus I won a car.
They do raffles as well, do they?
No, I won it at poker. Classic German model. They don't make them anymore. Collectors buy them as an investment, you know, like a Van Gogh or Madonna photographs.
Madonna photos? Well, they're 10 a pound.
Not the ones I've seen. Of course, they were taken before she became a virgin.
So we on our way to pick up this classic German car then?
No, it's being delivered to the car lot tomorrow. Ray, my son, we are on our way to pick up another little bargain.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
Lot 43.
12 sets of a table and 4 chairs manufactured by that well-known and historic Midlands company, Everard, the property of Spellman's The Furniture Store. William Spellman, having announced his retirement, is disposing of his entire stock. All the tables and chairs are, of course, brand new, still crated. The sets retail at £400. I have 12 sets. Who'll start me at £2,000?
500.
Nice to see we have a humorist with us today. Come along, ladies and gentlemen. Very well, then, £500. 600.
700.
It's with the gentleman in the executive overcoat at £700. And 50, 750. Come along now, ladies and gentlemen. There's nearly £5,000.
Mr. Arthur Daly.
Yeah?
There's an urgent phone call for you in the office.
800. Now tell him I can't, I'm bidding.
Well, she said it was a matter of life and death. She has to speak to you immediately.
900. With you, sir, at 900.
Please, Mr. Daly, it sounded terribly urgent.
950. I'd 950.
1,000.
Thank you, sir. Glad to see you put away the petty cash and found your wallet. I have £1,000.
Why does he keep needling me?
Well, he reckoned the furniture should fetch 3,000. Look, please take the call. She said life and death.
Thank you, sir. 1,100. I have 1,100.
All right.
Now, who's going to show me 1,200?
Ray, you carry on bidding. 50 at a time. Slowly. Don't go above 2 grand.
Trust me, Arthur.
And 50. I have 1,150. While the gentleman with the quaint hat is checking his credit rating, who'll give me £1,200?
Yes? This is Arthur Daly. Who's this?
I'm at the hospital, Arthur.
The hospital? What's happened?
She's had a boy.
Who has?
Your wife. You're the proud father of a £9 bouncing baby boy.
No. It's impossible. She has headaches. Always has.
Well, bet she's had more than a headache now. She says, can she call him Beauregard?
Oh, what? Betty? My wife's name's not Betty. Who is this?
Well, who are you?
This is Arthur Daly.
Daly? No, I want Arthur Paley.
I know what you want.
I have £1,350 for the second time.
1,400.
Thank you, sir. £1,400 I have. Are we finished? £1,400. 1,400. Sold to Mr.
Daly. With a D.
Of course, sir. Sold to Mr. Daly. Now, the next lot will be of particular interest to newlyweds. Lot 45, a 100-piece dinner set.
45? He's got that wrong.
Beautiful
I've
dinner
just bought
service.
lot 43.
Blue and white.
You slowed the bidding down a treat, Ray.
Animal
Arthur
motifs.
Paley, you won't believe that telephone call.
Arthur, they raced through the bidding after you'd left. The
Start
furniture
me
went for
off at
2,800.
£100 a piece. Thank you, sir.
And what have I just bought for
50
1,400?
100 from anyone.
And I'm telling you, this is a diabolical liberty. The sort of stroke you expect them to pull on a tourist up in Oxford Street. I, Squire, am no tourist.
You are down here, Mr. Daly.
Keep out of it, son. He'll have your ears for hors d'oeuvres.
And I want inquiries made about that telephone call. The idea that I should knock out a £9 baby boy at my age, it's slanderous. Have you found that, Mr. Paley?
No, sir.
No, you're not likely to either. I've been conned and I'm not having it.
What you are having, Mr. Daly, is lot 44. You bid for it fair and square in front of everyone. It was knocked down to you at £1,400.
And what if I say I am not having it? What are you going to do then?
I think I'd send for the police. It's always a good start. Then I'd have your car impounded. There'd be court proceedings, of course, but the local JP is a very good friend of mine. We share a common interest in abstract art.
I'll get the picture. I know the way you country people stick together. I saw straw dogs.
Under the circumstances, Mr. Daly, I would prefer cash. Arnold, fetch in lot 44 for Mr. Daly.
You'll be hearing from my solicitor.
Always delighted to talk to the legal profession, Mr. Daly. My solicitor's also a devotee of abstract art. There he is, Mr. Daly, lot 44. His name's Lightning Bertie.
I blame you for this, Ray.
I tried to slow it down. I've been so slowly on the furniture, he sent someone over to see if I'd gone to sleep. Never mind, the exercise will do you good, Arthur. You know, taking it out for walkies.
I've got other plans for him. Lightning Bertie, 3-year-old son of Surprise Surprise out of Jack Straw's castle. Open race winner from Glasgow to Wembley.
Oh, he's got stamina.
No, that means racetracks all over the country. He did 29.41 at Sheffield, finalist in the Welsh Cup 90, won the Brewer Trophy last year, finalist in the 3,000 Guineas 91. Ray, he's got form as long as your arm.
Fancy racing him then?
Nah, too much aggravation. No, I think I'll sell him on. I mean, with form like that, I think I got a bargain. Who do I know who indulges in greyhounds?
What about Billy from Bradford?
Good boy, Ray. Billy from Bradford. He's bound to be in it. He's a northerner. They're into that sort of stuff. Whippets, pigeons, left-wing MPs, esoteric livestock. I'll give him a bell when we get back. All right, Bertie?
It's good, yes. I'm very, very pleased. That auctioneer played his audience like Victor Sylvester. Slow, slow, quick, quick, slow. Mr. Paley, I mean Mr. Daly, has apparently bought himself a pup. Or rather, a 3-year-old greyhound.
2 down, 1 to go. You know, if we do the hat trick, I think I'll die a happy man.
Got to hand it to you, Ashley. What was it you called it?
Psychological warfare. Just another way of getting revenge. One of the things we have in common is we've all been conned by Arthur Daly over the years. What could be more natural than we get together and con him?
Yeah, and he also won the Wendover Cup in March, breaking a 10-year-old track record. Sounds a go, eh? To you, Billy, $2 grand. Bit high, Billy. But you can sell him up for 3, no trouble. No, I'm not into livestock. I'm a married man. All right. Tom.
What'd he say?
He's going to make inquiries.
Well, while he's doing that, what are you going to do with Lightning Bertie?
We'll drop him off at my place. Come on. Come on, Bertie, in you go. Watch your bottom. Drive, Ray, just drive.
What happened?
God, we're indoors and I've got the hump. Bertie wet on a Persian rug, frightened the tropical fish, and ate all the passion flowers.
Did you tell us you had a boy called Beauregard this morning?
You forget I ever told you that. Now, are you going to drive this car or am I going to ride the dog?
Hello, Arthur. Brought the wife out for a drink, then?
That'll be enough of that, Steve, or I'll set him on you.
All right, Dave.
Evening, Dave. Large VAT for me and a St. Clement's for Ray.
That dog, Arthur? What about the dog?
Oh, I don't know. What do you reckon? Guinness?
I mean, in here. He's a bit big for the club, isn't he?
Dave, this is a drinker, not a nunnery. There's pubs all over the country called the Greyhound.
Yeah, I suppose so. What's he called, anyway?
I'm surprised you don't recognise him. I picked up some bargains in my time, but I reckon he's the ultimate.
He's called Lightning Bertie. He's a champion.
Oh, yeah. Who's paying for all this, then? Lightning Bertie?
Put it on my account, Dave.
Before we became partners in his club, he used to call it his slate.
That's progress, Dave. And before you ask, I have not forgotten about my contribution as a shareholder in the Winchester.
That's very good of you, Arthur. Here we are, it. Guinness for Lightning Bertie.
Cheers.
Here, Arthur. Did you have any luck with my furniture?
Raymond, why don't you take Bertie over in the corner and give him his drink?
Right.
Come on, boy.
Dave, that furniture went for more than you pay for it in the shops. I wasn't going to throw your money around like that.
Well, that's very good of you, Arthur.
Come on, let's sit down over here. Doesn't pay to let Arthur Daly hear your business.
So, I had the table renovated. I sold it for £800. Nice, quick, in and out. So how's your business?
I've got a customer desperate to buy a Medina iron frame upright. Do you think I can find one? Nowhere. I've tried everyone.
I ain't seen a Medina piano in years. You know, they used to be everywhere.
Went out of fashion, didn't they? Everyone got rid of them. Now I've got a customer willing to pay up to $4,000. Can't find one. Anywhere.
Money for the taking, too. Hold up, don't mention Medina's.
Hello, Arthur. How are things?
Never better, Mark, never better. All right, Roger?
Fine, thanks.
Come on, Mark. Time to go.
Friends?
Antique dealers are never friends, Ray. Just acquaintances. Yeah, all right, Billy. Oh, that's the way of the world. Yeah, ta-ra. Oi, you got my change?
Change? You owe me another 10 quid. High protein mix, fresh steak and vegetables do not come cheap.
You sound just like her indoors.
Anyway, what did Billy say? Did you get a result?
Well, apparently Bertie was a champion in his day, until he ruptured a tendon. His racing days are over.
Never mind, son. Couldn't have been much fun chasing a bit of tail you could never catch, eh?
Good boy, Ray.
What?
You've given me an idea. I'll put him to stud. With his track record and all that stake, it'd be like winning the pot every night. I'll get on to that first thing in the morning. Now, Ray, about tonight.
No, Arthur, no way.
What do you mean, no, Arthur? No way what?
I mean, I'm not entertaining Bertie for the night.
It's just for one night. I'll get something sorted in the morning.
Look, he's been exercised and fed. Leave him in a lockup. I mean, you're always going on about security. He'll give you some.
Would you like tea and toast or something else?
What about tea and toast followed by something else?
You know, Luce, he has to have special food. I got it at the lockup.
How do you mean? He finished all that up after we left. He's given her indoors a disturbed night. He's made me sleep on the sofa. And furthermore, he snores. Hey, this is more like it. They're advertising here for greyhounds for breeding at hundreds of pounds a go. Repeat for missing bitches. What's that mean?
Can you come back next week?
Oh, we don't want none of that, Bertie. You make everyone count. Your Uncle Arthur needs the readies.
Well, my uncle's a bookmaker, Arthur. He's bound to know some trainers.
Now you've got your clothes on, I recognise you, don't I? You're Bouncing Morrie's girl.
That's right.
Does your father know where you were last night?
No, he doesn't.
You wouldn't tell him, would you, Arthur?
You find me a good trainer, I'll have an attack of amnesia, right?
Right.
Gently, gently. That's a classic German car you've got there. What your mass-produced state-of-the-art rubbish. Gently, gently. That's it. Go on.
Get that crate open, Ray.
Go and get a hammer or spanner or something.
Yeah. Any more? Oh, good. Yeah, it's a top-class dog, all right. I've seen its form.
Come on, Ray.
Come on.
What is that?
It's a Trabant.
Oh, thank God, I thought it was a car.
Hey, hold up. I'm supposed to get a classic German car.
You haven't bought it, have you?
Why? What's wrong with it?
Difficult to know where to begin, Arthur. They used to make them in East Germany.
Well, if that's what they got up to, they should have kept that bloody wall up.
Here. Trabant. 500cc engine. We'll take a couple of wheels off, you can drive it on a motorbike licence. Yeah, plastic bonnet, gravity-feed petrol tank. 0 to 60 in something like 45 seconds to a minute.
Get some petrol in it quick.
We're going to take it for a test drive.
No, I'm going to drive it round the lock-up and hide it. Anyone finds out I've been lumbered with this, my reputation will be ruined. Come on, get some petrol. Move, Ray.
Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, the name's Wilson, Frank Wilson. I'm interested in this Fiesta.
Oh, it's a lovely car. It's only done 27,000.
I see you do part exchange.
Yeah, that's right. What did you want to trade in?
Well, it's not actually a car, it's a piano. I understand it's worth a bit.
We're car dealers, Mr. Wilson. What would I do with a piano? This piano, what make is it?
What do you make of that, Sarge?
Ashley Brown buying a Paris dress? It's not likely, is it? My snout tells me Ashley's on the move, a man with ambitions.
Well, he's been wanting to expand his activities for some time. You know that shop he's got into?
What about it?
Well, the owner, Maury Stevens, does a lot of business with Arthur Daly.
Does he now?
A dress for your good lady, Mr. Morley?
So, you know who I am, then?
Of course. You're legendary in this manner.
So are you, Maury. I thought I saw Ashley Brown leave here just now. Was he buying or selling?
Just looking.
Yeah, I thought he would be. He wouldn't have happened to have offered you some sort of after-sales service, would he?
No.
Something that could possibly be mistaken for protection.
Protection? Ashley Brown's a businessman, not a gangster.
They come in all shapes and sizes, Maury. Did Arthur Daly happen to crop up in the conversation?
I don't think so. It's difficult to remember.
Go on, Dad. Why don't you tell him?
Maury, obstructing the police in their inquiries is a serious offence. Now, why don't you tell me what Brown had to say?
To tell you the truth, Sergeant, apart from buying stock from Arthur, I'm about to invest a substantial sum of money in his business enterprises. It's all above board. My accountants approved it, but I don't like these things to get around. As for what Ashley Brown was saying about Arthur, I didn't understand him.
He told you not to do business with Arthur Daly. You understood that, all right?
Why did he say that?
Something about Arthur being finished or washed up. Said his judgment had gone. He said, don't you know about the Trabant, the Greyhound, and the piano?
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
It's more of a case of what I can do for you. You were sitting near me in the Winchester Club the other night.
Was I?
Yeah, with a friend of yours in the same line of business. I couldn't help overhearing how anxious you were to lay your hands on a particular piano.
Piano?
Yeah. A Medina iron frame upright?
Oh, yes, you're right. You're quite right. I was after one, wasn't I?
You certainly were. Well, I've got one in excellent condition. Now, I can let you have it for $2 grand, and that will still give you 100% profit.
You, do have good hearing, don't you? Yeah, pity about that.
Pity?
Yes, customer changed his mind. He's putting in a jacuzzi instead.
What about you buying it, then? You were saying how rare they were.
Do you know, I was. I've since found out you can pick any number of them up. Top price, £100.
Good, yeah, well played, Mark, well played. Be in to see you later. Ray Daly's just discovered he's been conned.
And there's more to come.
What, you're going to con him again?
No. As soon as we finish lunch, I suggest we spread the good news round the manor.
It'll be selfish to keep it to ourselves, eh?
Exactly.
Something's going down, Ray. I can smell it. That's the third cancellation today. How come my regulars don't want to know? Am I using the wrong soap? Or do they know something I don't know? Daly's into Europe. Can I help you?
Arthur, this is Ashley Brown. I was wondering if you'd reconsidered my offer.
Look, I've told you, Ashley, my businesses are not for sale. What's up? Don't you take no for an answer? Yeah, well, if there's nothing else, look, I've got an empire to run, stock to move. Yeah, time is money and you're on my meter.
Yes, I heard you'd expanded, gone into the music business, haven't you? I wondered if you'd be interested in 6 French horns, a kettle drum and a couple of fiddles.
You been at the aeroplane glue again, Ashley? What are you going on about?
Well, if you took that lot off my hands, what with the upright piano you've already got, you could start your own band.
Upright pianos? Always said you were barking mad.
Sorry about that. I trod on his foot.
That was Ashley Brown. I think he must be Brahms. Going on about upright pianos.
Arthur, I've got something to show you, but don't say anything until we get there.
You haven't bought another Trabant?
No.
Oh, thank God for that.
I took it in part exchange for the Fiesta.
Oh, yeah? The one that's only done... It's a piano, Ray. It's a piano. Get it inside as soon as possible. They really stuck it to you, didn't they?
Well, let me tell you what happened.
No. Let me guess. Someone has worked, as yet for reasons unknown, a classic number on you. I bet you overheard 2 antique dealers chatting quietly, didn't you? In the Winchester, probably. And I bet one of them said he was desperate to lay his hands on a Medina iron frame upright piano. Prepared to pay a fortune for it he was, wasn't he? And then, out of the blue, this large gold brick lands at your very feet. Ray, I've learned in this life that when you bend down to pick up these gold bricks, some rotten sod comes up behind and kicks you up the posterior.
I'm sorry, Arthur.
I don't know that. Ladies into Europe, can I help you?
Arthur, that business proposition that we discussed, I've changed my mind. No, I'm going to leave the 20 grand on the money market.
I've got it. Ashley Brown knew about the piano. I'm sure Big Mike and Nick Rutherford rigged that poker game together. Rutherford cons me with a Trabant, Ashley Brown sticks me with a greyhound, and Big Mike lumbers you with a piano. So that's what all this is about. And that's why Maury just pulled back 20 grand. Loss of confidence. That Brown's behind this. Been trying to take me over for years.
Let me go down and thump him. I'll feel a lot better then.
No, Ray. That is not the way with him. He'd have his solicitors onto us double quick. At all costs, we must not let on to anyone that I have been triple conned. Damage limitation is the order of the day. Yeah, don't lean on there, Mr. Morley, please. That's an export order for a valued customer in Leningrad.
Word is, Daly, that you have been severely taken to the cleaners by Ashley Brown and his friends. There's ridiculous stories going around the manor that you thought... Do keep that dog quiet, or he'll have you for disturbing the peace.
This is war, Ray. We must move fast before the enemy does any more damage.
Ray not coming in then, Arthur?
He's gone to see a girl about a dog, Dave.
business is looking up, then, eh?
Strength to strength. If it goes on like this, I'll be able to pay you for my share in this place.
Well, now, that is good news. Cause for a drink, Remus.
Dave, speaking as a shareholder in the Winchester, it's always struck me that this place lacked one thing.
Your contribution?
No, Dave, no. No, it's always struck me that it lacked music. Now, I'm in a position to rectify that situation. I want to make you an irresistible offer.
Take you down to the club, lads. It won't take you a minute. I'll see you right for a drink.
Oh, he's in excellent condition, Mr. Daly. You've looked after him well.
Well, he's had the very best of food and his telephone box is air-conditioned. It's the least you can do for a champion.
Yeah. Saw him win at Glasgow, you know. Beat the track record. Damn shame about that tendon. Could have won the derby.
Yeah, that tendon, it won't stop him, you know, performing, will it?
He won't have to chase after them. No, we tie the bitches up and then offer them to the dog.
Oh, don't give the bitch much of a chance, do it?
We try to leave nothing to chance. Now, how about we say £200 a time and a free repeat for any bitch he misses?
That sounds reasonable. If they bred humans the same way, they'll make a fortune out of them. I think that was a very good day's work. When that dog gets busy, I'll be on a nice little earner. I've moved the piano. That only leaves the classic German car.
If Dave's busy, you got a darts match on.
What's going on? What's going on, boys? Excuse me.
Murder's trying to get in here, Arthur.
Come through. Make some space there. Come on.
There you are, Ray. You see? That's what happens when you delegate authority. Come on. We'll shift it.
Arthur, if you were not a minority shareholder in this place, I'd ban you. Stop me with this piano, Arthur. What are you going to say about it?
You're right, Dave. Definitely stuck. There you are, Dave. To every problem, there's a simple answer. One magnificent Medina iron frame upright in situ.
Yeah, at my banisters, 8 in situ.
I could use a drink.
Yeah, I could use a new set of banisters. You've gone too far this time, Arthur.
Fret no more, David, fret no more. Open-plan kitchens have been superseded by open-plan drinkers. I shouldn't be surprised if Vogue run a feature on it.
That stuff, Vogue. Look, I want a new set of bloody banisters.
You certainly do. What's going on? Why are demolition men working in my favourite club?
Oh, Mr. Morley, how pleasant to see you. I didn't hear you come in.
Well, you should have done. I nearly fell arse over tit down your stairs. What's happened to the banisters?
Woodworm.
What?
No, they had to go, Mr. Morley. Menace to the public.
So's that bloody gap. I'm giving you 48 hours to get them replaced.
Homosexual? Are you telling me Lightning Bertie's homosexual?
All I'm saying, Mr. Daly, is all he wants to do is roll over on his back and have his tummy tickled or play with the other dogs. It happens sometimes.
You remember that colony of lesbian penguins they found on Tristan da Cunha?
Now, there's a variety of reasons. Could be dietary. Equally, if a young greyhound is kept from bitches for a few years, he can develop a marked disinclination to mate.
It would happen to me, wouldn't it? Bloody thing should have been called Doddering Doris.
What you going to do with it, Arthur?
What can I do with it? I can't race it, I can't breed it. The longer I keep it round the manor trying to sell it, the worse my reputation's going to get. I'm going to dump it.
Dump it? Dump it? Oh, that's going to do your reputation a lot of good, isn't it?
Well, I don't suppose I get an award from the Kennel Club, but what else can I do? I'll put it about, I've sold it at a profit. No one will know.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, you won't tell anyone, Ray, your family.
Family? And what happens to family when they've outlived their usefulness? You going to dump us too? An uncle dropped in a ditch off the M1? An auntie left in a toilet in Aylesbury? An ageing minder found under a tree in Kew? Don't talk to me about family.
No, Ray, you don't understand. I'm doing Bertie a favour. All his little life he's been running round in circles chasing electric bunnies. I'm giving him a chance to catch a real one. And what about the upkeep? All that steak and high-protein mix and vegetables. It mounts up, you know. I'm going to dump him. I never thought it'd end up like this, Ray. Spending a golden summer of my life with a bent greyhound. Is this it, then? Is this the future?
Come on, Arthur. You're just depressed about Ashley Brown.
Ah, Ray. Those conning beggars have given me food for thought. Shades of immorality. Old age, Ray. Old age.
Nonsense. You've got your life in front of you. You can do anything you want.
Yeah? Like what?
Well, look at Socrates. I mean, he was past 70 when he took up musical instruments and learning to dance.
And have you seen the state of those ruins outside Athens? Disgraceful. If he'd spent his time studying double glazing instead of prancing around with a zither, we'd all be a lot better off.
Bertie! Bertie!
Leave her alone! Go on, go away, go on! Bertie! Geraldine! Geraldine! Geraldine, come back here! Your dog has just sexually assaulted my prize bitch, and she wasn't even in season! You've got no right bringing a demented animal like that up on the heath! Geraldine! Geraldine, come back here!
I wonder if I could get 7-4 against that bitch getting home first.
Yeah, he tried to get off with her bitch.
That's all I need. A lame homosexual greyhound with failing sight.
I think he knew what he was doing, all right.
There must be something you fed him.
I just gave him some of those doppelgangers from the Winchester.
Hey, do you remember what that bloke at the greyhound farm said? It could be dietary. Give him some more of them doppelgangers and get him back to the stud farm.
Lucy, I want you to do something for me.
What did you have in mind?
Can you get a couple of days off?
Excuse me, I'm looking for Arthur Daly. I was told I might find him in here.
Oh, yeah. I ain't seen him today. So you can leave a message if you like.
If I could. That's a fun idea. No banisters on the stairs.
Glad you like it.
If you could give Mr. Daly my card, I'd be grateful. It's very urgent.
Film production, eh? You gonna turn Harper into a movie star?
No, not quite. Just want to do some business with him.
I see. Well, I'll make sure he gets you.
Right.
But here, keep him away from your banisters.
Right, I will. And thanks for your help.
Excuse me, I'm a business associate of Arthur's. Perhaps I can help. Would you like a drink?
Oh, thank you very much.
What do you have? This guy, Middleton, works in the film business. He's got his own company supplying stock, props, items for the movie. I've checked him out. Spoke to his secretary on that number. She said he was out dealing with a crisis. He certainly is. And that's where we come in. There's a big-budget American movie being made out of Pinewood. Stars Jack Nicholson. A lot of the time, Nicholson drives around in a Trabant car. Now, yesterday, during shooting, he wrote it off. Production at thousands of dollars a day is being held up while this guy Middleton tries to get his hands on a brand new Trabant. He's been in touch with his contacts at the registration office in Swansea, and guess whose name they've come up with?
Arthur Daly. And how much is Mr. Middleton prepared to pay for the car?
Put your own price on it. They're desperate.
Ray, are you sure?
Yeah, I'll take it.
You don't have to. I mean, I don't want you to get stuck with this car.
It's all right, Arthur. I got a mate over South London. Told me last night he's been looking to get hold of one of these for ages.
Really?
Yeah, I might even make a few quid out of it. Apart from anything else, it gets it off the manor. And after what happened with that piano, I owe you one.
Well, I'm very grateful, Ray. All right, £2 grand, same as I paid for it.
Sweet. I'll give him a ring.
Arthur!
Nick?
Look, Arthur, about that poker school. I've been feeling very bad about what happened.
Luck of the draw, Nick, luck of the draw. Hey, did you tell Ashley Brown what happened?
Ashley Brown? Of course not. Why?
Well, he seemed to find out damn fast. Yeah, what do you want, anyway?
Well, I thought that the proper thing to do would be to buy the car back from you. Don't want you to get stuck with it.
Well, why should I get stuck with it? You told me these Trabants are in great demand. I haven't had time to test the market yet, you know, pressure to work and all that.
Yes, yes, of course. I'll give you back your £2,000 for it.
I seem to remember you were going to give me 3.
Yes. That was if I'd won.
That's funny you coming in like this. I agreed to sell it not 5 minutes ago.
Sell it?
Yeah.
Who to?
Me.
How much for?
None of your bloody business.
Ah, yes, I've heard about you. I'd better be polite, hadn't I?
It won't help you get your hands on that Trabant. Arthur, it was some guy called Edward Middleton on the phone.
Who?
Desperate to speak to you. I said you call him back.
Look, Arthur, I'll give you the 3,000 I promised you.
Don't worry, Arthur. I'll match his 3,000.
4? I'll give you 4,000, Arthur.
5. I'll give you 5. It's all right, Arthur. I've got savings.
6. 6 grand.
7,000.
9, Arthur. £9,000.
9.5, Arthur. That's my best offer. And don't forget, you promised to sell it to me before he turned up.
£10,000 in your hand right now. Cash, Arthur. And I'll drive it away this minute.
All right, Nick, it's yours. £10,000 cash in the hand.
I'll be inside, Arthur, if you want me.
Give me the cash and get this car out of here quick. I've got a bad taste in my mouth, and I'm not sure which of us two put it there. Raymond, what can I say?
How about beginning with thank you?
What?
I may not know much about Medina uprights, but I know how to con a compulsive gambler. Nick Rutherford overhears someone desperately inquiring for Arthur Daly. In the Winchester, probably. Well, here's this fella. Let's call him Edward Middleton. Saying how desperate he is to lay his hands on a Trabant motor car. Willing to pay a fortune for it. Well, out of the blue, this large gold brick has just fallen at Nick's feet. Checks it out, of course. Wants to make sure Middleton's on the up and up. Phones his office, speaks to Middleton's secretary. Let's say she's called Lucy. I think he's going to learn that in this life, when you bend down to pick up one of those gold bricks, some rotten sod comes along and kicks you right up the jacksie. Now, buy us a drink and I'll tell you the rest.
But, Ray, supposing I'd yielded to my better instincts and let you have the car for £2 and told Nick Rutherford what to do with his offer.
Arthur, I was banking on you keeping your better instincts under control. And I'm delighted to say you didn't let me down.
Ray, have you really got £9.5 in the bank?
Nah.
Yes, Mr. Fletcher. Has he? I see, Mr. Fletcher.
Arthur, the banisters. What about them banisters? Got to be cheaper to trot out the piano.
Trust me, Dave, trust me.
I've heard that before, Arthur. The 2 days are up, you know.
Excellent, Mr. Fletcher, excellent. Tell him to keep it up. And good work, of course. Yeah, hello. All right, it looks like them doppelgangers are working. Lightning Bertie's striking all over the stud farm.
I think I might try one of those doppelgangers myself.
You be careful.
Arthur, have you any idea what a new set of banisters is going to cost?
As it happens, yes. Ray, my son, you're on a bonus. Let's have some fresh drinks. I'm getting them in. There you are, Dave.
Well, what's all this then?
Well, unless I've miscounted, it's £1,000. The piano and the banisters are on me. And that's £1,000 off what I owe you for my investment in the Winchester.
I think I'm going to faint.
I'll be looking at the moon, and I'll be seeing you.
Hey, come on, Arthur, give us a song.
All right. Yeah, I will.
It's a pity those 3 jokers aren't here to enjoy the party, Arthur.
Ray, my son, they're singing a very different song now. One full of pain. Go on.
Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I've done what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I've steered each charted course, each careful step along the highway, and there, much more than this, I done it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I'd been off.
Arthur. What? Melons.
Oh.
You've replaced your banisters. 29 minutes inside your deadline.
Yeah, sorry about that. Must come as a deep disappointment to you.
Never mind. I thought I heard singing as I came in here just now. I sincerely hope I didn't. There's no music license for the Winchester Club. And as far as I'm concerned, there never will be.
Don't worry, Dave. Ray, get your chainsaw and get your piano out of here.
That's it, we got them. Come on, now, keep it steady. Is this recording? Oh, yes, Sarge.
We got some great stuff on Young Park earlier.
This is not a Happy Snaps competition, you know. We're here to record the greatest gathering of villains this man has ever seen.
Oh, yes, Sergeant.
Now, go on, get in close, Morris. Morris, what the bloody hell are you doing? Get in closer! Not the coffin. We know who's in the bloody coffin.
Drink it all in, Ray. Drink it all in. Savour every moment. It's something to tell your grandchildren.
Were you close to him, Arthur?
Well, we had an understanding, you know. Our business methods differed somewhat, but we had a very healthy, nodding relationship.
Yeah, but he was an out-and-out villain, form as long as your arm. When my dad says he was a complete psychopath.
Judge not, lest ye be judged. Apart from which, it's not done to speak ill of the dead. Just be grateful for the honour of the invite.
In the midst of life, we are in death. Of whom may we seek for succour but of thee, O Lord, who for our sins are justly displeased. Yet, O Lord God most holy, O Lord most mighty,
It's a great turnout.
O holy and most merciful
I'm
Saviour,
overwhelmed to be a part of it.
deliver us not.
It's like the coronation or the World Cup final, 1966.
That's it, Morris. Now, get it on focus. In focus on their faces. No, we don't want to see the vicar. Move right. Go along right. Slowly. Right. Go slowly along. That's it. That's the business. Now, slow. Oh, blimey. Who's this evil-looking bastard? Stay on this bloke with the fag, will you, Morris? Too late.
Make sure we get an uncut copy of everything that TV crew shoots.
Yes, sir.
Bloody vultures.
I want shots of everyone.
Goodbye, Charlie. I'll never forget you.
It's good to see the police and the press have left the family in peace. Arthur. Jeff? How's her indoors? Much the same. How's yours? Similar.
Excuse me. From the Sun newspaper, do you like to say a few words?
Certainly, son. Piss off. And you.
Hey, who's that talking to Daly?
Now, don't bother filming them.
Well, why not? I think you should.
If he's talking to Daly, he's third division, isn't he? I don't know how Daly got in the first place. Probably gate crashed. Now, go right, Morris. That's it. Go right. Go right. That's it.
That evil-looking bastard. Look, he's talking to the widow Johnson.
Yeah, that's the one, Morris, on the left there. Go left. No, go left. Left. That's it. No, left. Go left. That's the one. The geezer with the grey hair. That's it. Go on. Nice and sharp. That's the one.
Good. Now give me something on that wicked-looking bugger. Don't worry about the young, and that's obviously his minder. But you, my friend, who are you? Do you recognise him, Steve?
No, sir. What is he talking to?
Oh, I can't see him.
Come on, turn round.
Oh, come on, get a move on.
Come on, turn round.
Ah, when that hearse drops the widow Johnson, dust it for Prince. Oh, there he is. No, don't recognise him. I want to know who those two are.
Raymond, I want you to meet an old friend.
No names, Arthur. Not out here in the open. Pleased to meet you, son. You look after Arthur, I suppose.
I try to.
He was always an handful. Arthur and me go back a long way. Best of mates when we was lads.
I can't get over how you've changed. I didn't recognise you.
I'm glad to hear it. I wouldn't like to think my trip to Rio was a waste.
Do you want to lift a pillar?
No problem, Arthur. I'll make my own way there. We'll have a good chat together at the widow Johnson's. You make sure he nicks no bikes on the way. Keep stum about seeing me here, Arthur.
Bikes, Arthur. Bikes. Doesn't sound like tie-wearing activities.
Never you mind. That was before I had a tie. Come on. Of all your friends at C Division, look at that. Handcuffs.
Lovely. Yeah. Our thoughts are with you. Regret a previous engagement prevents our attendance. All the boys in E-Wing. Well, he certainly knew the right people, Arthur.
First Division, Ray. First Division. Mrs. Johnson, my deepest condolences. Arthur. Arthur Daly.
Arthur Daly? Oh, thank you so much for coming. How kind. I'm really pleased to meet you. Charlie talked about you often. He always used to roar with laughter whenever anyone mentioned your name. It's good to know you gave him so much pleasure.
Now, this is Raymond, his family.
Mrs. Johnson, I wish we were meeting under happier circumstances. My deepest sympathy.
Thank you, Raymond. Now, you two are coming back to my humble residence in Pinner for a bit to eat and a drink, aren't you?
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you very much. Yes, certainly.
Suspect's car would appear to be going to Pinner. Do you wish us to continue tail? Over.
Once you've established the suspect is definitely going to the wake, report back, then return to base. Over and out.
Why are we taking this B road, Ray?
It's the drive, Arthur. Not bad for an humble dwelling. Who was it who said crime doesn't pay?
Probably the Archbishop of Canterbury. He was always out of touch. First Division, Ray. First Division.
Arthur.
Oh, thank you.
Elgar.
Yeah. Charlie always loved Elgar. He used to say, for me, Elgar's the governor. Well, make yourselves at home. I think you'll find the boys in the snooker room.
Oh, right, thank you.
Yeah, I don't think it was the Archbishop, you know. Wasn't it Richard Nixon?
Terrible.
Arthur? Arthur!
Tommy.
How very good to see you. Oh, wonderful. All right, lads, you can talk to him later. I haven't seen him for years. We've got a lot of catching up to do, eh?
Oh, Ray, if I drink champagne all day, I'll get a headache. Be a good boy, go and get us a proper drink.
Don't tell me, let me guess. Large vodka and tonic,
That's
right?
it.
Make that two, please, Ray.
Coming up.
He seems a nice lad.
One of the best, Tommy, one of the best. Mind you, I have to keep an eye on him. Crumpet mad.
Well, if I remember rightly, you weren't exactly shy in that department yourself.
Yeah, not a word of that in front of Ray. His generation think they invented it.
If you don't move this car, you'll be arrested and charged with furious loitering.
Raymond! Come here! All right! Come on!
Joanna, go and see what Raymond wants. Look after him. Get him a drink, would you?
Oh, what can I do for you, Raymond?
I can think of about 10 answers to that question.
Well, try one.
Well, first things first, Arthur and Tommy were wondering if they might have a vodka.
Of course. Now you'll have more time to talk to me.
You've just answered the other night.
I'll have a drink waiting for you, champagne.
I'll be right back.
My God, they were the days, Arthur. My God, the knee tremblers we had. No need for sprung mattresses then, was there?
Steady those, Ray.
Ah. Nice one, Ray.
Well done, Ray.
Here, Arthur, I'm sure you and Tommy got plenty to talk about, so I'll make myself scarce for a while.
Very thoughtful, Ray, very thoughtful. You go and enjoy yourself while we wander down memory lane. I was just saying to Ray how I lost touch with you when I went into the army.
I got out of that.
You would.
Yeah, I swallowed soap before the X-ray, pretended to be deaf. And when the doctor grabbed me by the ghoulies and said cough, I did the same to him. Grade 4 exempt. Oh, well. Well, old times, Arthur.
Old times, Tommy. What about after that? What did you get up to?
Oh, you know, Arthur. Little bit of this, little bit of that.
You look like you've done well for yourself.
Oh, yeah, I must admit, Dame Fortune has smiled on me.
That more or less is my life story. How about yours? What you doing here in the first place? You were one of those villains.
Oh, come on. You should know better than that. I mean, I'd hardly be out here with you if I was, would I? I work in an antique shop in the King's Road. The Johnsons used to come in regularly. I sold them quite a lot of the pieces in there. They've kind of befriended me.
You know what he did for a living, don't you?
C'est la vie?
Non, Joanne. C'est la guerre.
Yeah.
There you go. Arthur.
And then one thing led to another.
Yeah, and now?
Now I'm all over Europe. C market. Branches in all the major cities. And further expansion on the drawing board.
My God, Arthur. What a wonderful laundry.
No, Tommy. No laundries. Motor car showrooms and general merchandise.
Of course, Arthur.
Everything all right, Arthur?
Who's that?
Ray.
Ray. Yeah, I'm all right. Absolutely wonderful. Ray. You take the car, and I'll find my own way home.
Are you sure, Arthur?
I'm in a very good hands, aren't I, Tommy?
I'll see you later.
Good boy.
Nice boy.
Yeah, good boy.
Well then.
Well, your place or mine?
Thought you'd never ask. Come on. Travelling in a real car. Bit of style.
Now, Arthur, I've got a business proposition to put to you. It's big. As a matter of fact, it's the biggest operation I've ever planned.
In that case, Tommy, you've come to the right place. I'm your man. Thank God Charlie Johnson won't be having another wake. It would kill me.
Exactly what happened after I left?
I woke up in a guest bedroom at the widow Johnson's, middle of the night. Phoned for a cab and crept out. What did happen after you left?
What, to me?
No, to me.
I'll make some coffee, Arthur.
Look, Fat Pat, Willie Palmer's and Danny Jones. The unholy trinity. I know everyone at that gathering, except 3. Now, one, the young lad, is obviously the minder for one of these 2. But the question is, who are they? Any suggestions? You sure? I'll tell him immediately. Yeah, thanks a lot.
Well, I certainly don't recognise either of them.
The fellow on the right, records have identified the prince we lifted from the hearse. It's Tommy Hanbury.
Tommy Hanbury? Impossible. Doesn't look anything like him. They sure?
100%.
Well, if that's Tommy Hanbury, then I'm a...
Plastic surgeon, sir?
Yes, Steve. A plastic surgeon. Well, I'm buggered. This is getting interesting. Very interesting. Then who are you, my old sweetheart?
This is embarrassing.
He doesn't stay on anybody long enough to be able to tell who they are. You wait till I get my hands on that Morris.
Who's he?
If it was in focus, I might be able to tell you. Oh, God.
That's
yeah,
you.
very funny picture. This is it. This is it. This is the geezer.
What?
This is it. This is him. Freeze it. Freeze it. Freeze it. That's the one. Get S08 to get some stills off this. I want to know all about that bloke.
Got a delivery from Mr. Arthur Daly. All right, what is it? All that lot. What's in them? Lively, John.
What's all this then?
I don't know. 1 field base station, 3 portable field radios, 4 desktop computers, telex machine, 1 satellite scanner, 5 fax machines and a crate stacking system.
No. It's a mistake. I didn't order all this.
No, they're for you, all right, Arthur. Don't worry, mate. It's all paid for.
Dear Arthur, here's the first consignment as promised. I'll be in touch soon. From your partner, Tommy.
These are the gentlemen I briefed you about earlier, Morley. Remember, every assistance, maximum cooperation. I'm relying on you.
Yes, Governor.
Thank you, Superintendent.
Have a chair, sir.
Thank you. There was a funeral service in your manor yesterday. I'm particularly interested in a gentleman that attended the service.
Yes, sir. We had it covered. I was in charge of surveillance.
Yes, we saw you. In the van.
We did manage to pick out one very interesting mourner, sir.
Did you now? Well done. We picked out 2.
One of them would be that evil-looking bloke with the grey hair.
Certainly would. Have you identified him yet?
No, not yet, but I'm working on that now.
I'll save you the trouble, Sergeant. You'll never get a trace on him through mugshots. He's had plastic surgery. The name's Hanbury. Tommy Hanbury.
No.
Do you know his form?
No.
He's 1st Division. The Baker Street deposit box robbery, prime suspect. The Albemarle Street hold-up, again, prime suspect. Banks, gold bullion, probably even behind the Great Train robbery. We never did get the governor on that one. We've had him on a few, years ago, but never the really big ones. He was always too damn clever.
I've got a smashing picture of him, sir. Photographics doing the prints right now.
Excellent. However, it's the other one that brings me to your manor. We've established his identity. His name is Arthur Daly.
No, I'm sorry, sir. Arthur Daly's not in the 1st Division. I mean, he wouldn't even make the 4th. I'm sorry, sir. I think you've made a mistake.
I don't make mistakes, Sergeant. Tommy Hanbury obviously knew your man Daly very, very well.
Well, I'm sure there's a perfectly simple explanation. I mean, old schoolmates or something.
Yeah, well, for old schoolmates, they had an unusual conversation.
Yeah, well, we were too far away to pick any of that up, weren't we, Sarge?
So were we, Constable. But I took out some insurance. I'd like you to meet one of the best undercover agents in the force. This is Detective Sergeant Turner. Put it on the desk, Joanna.
You taped the funeral service?
No. We had bugs in the Widow Johnson's house, courtesy of Joanna.
There's a fascinating conversation between Hanbury and your Snow White Arthur Daly about money laundries that you can hear later. There's also a lot of garbage. Then there's this.
Now, Arthur, I've got a business proposition to put to you. It's big. As a matter of fact, it's the biggest operation I've ever planned. In that case, Tommy, you've come to the right place. I'm your man.
So, Dave, you are saying that when it comes to out-and-out villainy, Tommy Hanbury's gold medal standard, yeah?
That is the word, Arthur.
And he's suspected of being behind every big job that's been pulled in the last 20 years.
That's right. And the old bill cannot lay their hands on him. It's also said anyone who happens to cross him vanishes.
Vanishes?
Permanently. Well, that's only what I've heard tell, Arthur.
Well, why haven't I heard it? Why have I been kept uninformed?
Arthur, the only reason I'm talking to you about him now is because the club is closed. Tommy Hanbury is not considered a safe bet for public conversation.
Yeah, how can I get in touch with him?
Well, he lives out of the country, somewhere on the Costa, I've heard tell. Winchester Club. Oh, Ray. Yeah, he's here. Hang on. Ray's on the dog.
Ray?
Arthur, we've had another delivery from your old friend. Yeah. Now, where do you want me to put this lot?
What have we got this time, Ray?
12 frogman's outfits, complete with milli-oxygen tanks, plus 12 long ladders, 200 yards of industrial rope, and not forgetting 100 yards of electrical cable.
Get it inside quick, before anyone sees it.
Are you still unconvinced, Pop? We're onto something really big, all right?
Put as much as you can in the secure area, Ray, with all the radio stuff.
It was all paid for, Arthur, just like the last lot.
Another few steps nearer our permanent retirement, Tommy. He means my permanent retirement, Ray. The Wormwood Scrubs. I'm too old to become a librarian.
I think it's about time you told me what it is you're getting us both into.
I would if I could, but I can't.
Can't or won't?
Can't, Ray. I can't remember. An excess of vodka has wiped my memory bank.
OK.
I don't think this is going to work, Ray. Getting drunk to remember what you said when you got drunk before. I mean, suppose it happens again. Supposing I get drunk and I remember, and then in the morning I've forgotten again. A man could end up permanently Brahms trying to work out who he was.
That's why you're getting drunk here, Arthur. So you can tell me if you remember anything.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that.
Here. Have another slug. Now, come on, Arthur.
No, you stay there. Stick with it. Right.
That was surveillance. He's still there. Why would he spend the night at his minder's flat? Should be home and tucked up in bed at this hour.
Oh, we had some laughs, Tommy, didn't we? Hey, do you remember? Do you remember? You could take a girl out west, best seats in a restaurant, dinner for two at the cinema, and get a taxi back to her place, and it wouldn't set her back more than $5.
I think it's back to the drawing board.
Would you like a little brandy in this, Arthur?
Oh, no, thank you.
What about a vodka and tonic?
No, black coffee would be just fine.
You seemed very partial to it the last time you was here.
Yeah, I'm sorry I left without saying goodbye. It seemed rather churlish to wake you at 3 o'clock in the morning. Thank you.
There's Joanna. She's been so kind, Arthur, giving me such support. She drops in almost every day. Would you look after her, Raymond, while I have a little chat with Arthur?
My pleasure, Mrs. Johnson.
I did so enjoy that duet you did on the piano during the wake.
Piano?
Yes, you remember. You sang, I did it my way.
I did. Yeah, of course I did.
Oh, you had such fun in the swimming pool, too.
I can't swim.
I know. You kept sinking to the bottom, blowing bubbles. Tommy had to keep diving in to rescue you.
That's very kind of him. I seem to have been busy.
You were very busy.
Actually, it was Tommy I came to see you about. I'm trying to get in touch with him.
Oh, I gather his work keeps him abroad. Lives on the Costa somewhere.
Yeah, but you must have an address. I mean, how did he get invite for the funeral?
He read about Charlie's death in the papers. Phoned up, said, could he come to the funeral? Well, of course, I said yes. If you want to get in touch with him, I could tell some of Charlie's friends you were looking for Tommy.
Oh, no. Don't go to that trouble, Mrs. Johnson.
Ron.
Pardon?
Call me Ron. Short for Veronica.
Oh, yeah, of course. Ron.
So what brings you to Mrs. Johnson's today?
Oh, Arthur's got a bit of business to sort out with a lady.
Oh, really? What sort of business?
It's confidential.
Oh, I can keep a secret. Come on, what are you two up to?
Well, come through here and I'll tell you.
Life has been very barren since Charlie passed over, Arthur. I'm so glad you haven't forgotten the little chat we had together during the wake.
No, of course not.
Good. I sound like a man who can make me giggle. Go on. Do your Humphrey Bogart impression again.
Oh.
Here, Arthur, she's blowing you kisses.
Oh, my God. Don't say anything, Ray. I'm in it up to my ear holes.
Perhaps going to the funeral wasn't such a good career move.
I must find Tommy. Tell him I was Brahms. Plead diminished responsibility.
You've got to remember that evening, Arthur. Somehow you've got to.
Make a pretty pair, don't they? Sergeant Turner.
I established that Daly is extremely anxious to contact Tommy Hanbury. It would also appear that Arthur Daly is courting the widow Johnson. She's totally infatuated with him.
It's unbelievable. What's he up to?
Obviously, he's making a play to take over Charlie Johnson's empire. Any vacuum in the underworld gets filled very quickly.
Our friend Daly is a man with his eye to the main chance. Sergeant.
Yesterday morning, sir, at 10:30, D.C. Park and myself observed a most unusual delivery to Daly's lockup.
200 yards of industrial rope, 12 long ladders, 12 frogman suits, complete with mobile oxygen tanks.
Now, this is more like it. Excellent. Right. Now then, Sergeant. From now on, I want that lockup under 24-hour surveillance. Equally, I want Daly and his minder watched around the clock. Joanna, make the young one your priority and liaise with D.S. Morley and D.C. Park to make sure that both are covered at all times.
A suggestion, sir. Should we contact Spanish police? Get them to discreetly circulate Ambry's photograph.
It's already been done.
Told you, Park, didn't I? He's an evil-looking bastard, isn't he?
Let me look at that. That's not Tommy Hanbury. That's Tommy Hanbury.
Well, who's this geezer, then?
That is Chief Superintendent Paul Slater, nicked Charlie Johnson years ago. Went to the funeral for sentimental reasons.
Right.
No, not now, Dave. I've got some business to attend to.
Any luck?
Not so far. He's gone up west to see a specialist. Look, I need your help, Dave. I've got to find a geezer called Tommy Hanbury.
I see from your doctor's notes that you rejected assistance from Alcoholics Anonymous. What about a discreet private clinic? I can arrange an excellent detoxification program for you.
Look, Doctor.
It's Mr., actually.
But I thought I was seeing a specialist.
You are, but we don't use the term doctor to describe ourselves.
Well, be that as it may, Mr. Melville, I do not want drying out. I do not have an alcohol problem. I don't suffer from drug dependency. I'm not depressed, and I don't have any psychological problems. I merely wish to remember what occurred on a particular occasion when I got drunk.
Well, most of us have that problem from time to time. Do you know I can't remember a thing about my wedding night?
Well, what did you do about it?
I asked my wife what had happened.
Well, then you didn't have my problem.
Oh, I did. She was drunk too and couldn't remember a thing. We went on the wagon to see if that helped.
And did it?
Not really. I divorced her.
Yeah, I don't think this is being any help to me, Mr. Melville.
Oh, I don't know. It's good to talk these things out. Have you tried analysis?
Yeah, I can hold on. All right, come in.
I'll see to that, yeah?
Cheers. Yeah, sorry about that. Look, a friend said you might know how to locate a bloke called Tommy Hanbury. Yeah, my name's Ray Daly, but I can't mention who my friend is, but it's very, very urgent. Yeah, which pub? Yeah, go on. Right, yeah. Yeah, cheers, thanks a lot.
You've had a delivery. Driver says it's all paid for. I signed for it.
Tell me, the sooner I find you, the better.
I was hoping you could get away for a while.
Oh, sorry, babe, I've got some business to attend to. All right. First I have to get this stuff inside, but when I get where I'm going, you wait in a car.
You in training then, son?
No, I'm driving, mate.
Not gonna make much out of you then, am I?
Cheers. A friend of mine said you might be able to help me. Said you might be able to put me in touch with someone who could put me in touch with Tommy Hanbury.
You're looking for Tommy Hanbury, are you then? Sorry, son. Can't help you. Now, there's your drink.
Yeah, but my friend said
I said I can't help you, all right?
Are you looking for Tommy? Yeah.
Well, you come to the right place. I don't know, it's the governor. He gets edgy with strangers.
Now, you buy me a drink, then you can tell me why you need to see Tommy.
Then I can take you to someone who can put you directly in touch with him.
Great, we can go in my motor, it's outside.
Nah, we can walk it from here. Large scotch.
Poor bastard.
Save the sympathy, Constable. Can't search him for the keys to the lockup. I'll get some copies cut. Then I suggest you get in your car and vanish. I'll take him to casualty.
Poor sod doesn't stand a chance with you on his back, does he?
Thanks.
Oh, Raymond, I don't think you've grasped a fundamental aspect of our relationship. You are supposed to look after me.
I was trying to.
You don't have to go wandering through the city inviting total strangers to give you a good seeing to. I didn't. You did the next best thing. Going into that pub and asking for Tommy Hanbury makes kamikaze pilots look cautious. It was incitement, pure incitement.
I was trying to look after you, Arthur.
What am I going to say to your mum and dad? I don't know. I'll have to say you fell off your bike.
Yeah, it's from Tommy, all right? It's all paid for again. Look at this stuff. Satellite dish, armoured grilling.
We are nearly there. Tommy. Nearly where, Ray? Apart from a central criminal court, that is.
As soon as they leave, use those keys Joanna had got and get in there with Park. Itemise. Park will be able to eliminate Daly's regular stock.
Shouldn't we get a search warrant first?
Don't be naive, Constable. I'll take responsibility. Remember, when they're all banged up, it'll be promotions all round.
How long have you suffered from this acute anxiety and depression?
Since I went to Charlie Johnson's funeral.
You miss him, do you?
Not a lot, no.
It's all right, Mr. Daly. Entirely explicable. Grieving for loved ones takes many forms.
I'm not grieving for Charlie. I hardly knew him. We just had a nodding relationship. No, what is causing me acute anxiety and depression is that after the funeral, the widow Johnson had a wake. I met an old friend I haven't seen for years. We got drunk. Well, at least I did. The next day, I couldn't remember what I'd said or done at the wake. And it is vital that I remember.
Arthur, it's Jim from Clapham. Those kids are brilliant. Going like a bomb. I'll knock as many as you can lay your hands on. Take care.
Hello, darling. It's Ron. Tommy rang trying to get hold of you. I gave him your number. This one. Well, I hope that was okay. Give me a call. I've got a little proposition to put to you. Bye.
Arthur, it's Tommy. Keep the 15th free.
Nice one.
Oh, I feel it's all closing in on me. I'm being controlled by superior forces.
Relax. I'll put you under and try to regress you.
Regress me?
Yes, just take your subconscious back through the years. I think we should go back to puberty. I suspect that's where the problems began.
You'll leave my puberty out of this. Take me back to 9:20 last Tuesday evening. That's where the problem began. I do a puberty.
Hold on, he's here. Just trying to find you. Where you been?
Doing a fortune on witch doctors.
Any luck?
Oh, yeah. If I want to know who I kissed behind the bike shed when I was 13, ask them about 9:20 last Tuesday and they're stuffed. Any messages?
Plenty. I'll tell you on the way to the Winchester. And by the way, there's been another delivery from Tommy.
Oh, no. What's in there?
There's a dozen sets.
Yes, we're looking.
Somebody on the roof.
How many?
Arthur, there's someone...
Here to see you. You've been playing hard to get, Arthur Daly.
Have I?
Pressure and work, Mrs. Johnson. He's had a lot on his mind.
Well, I'll help him forget all that. Come on, Arthur. Here you are, Arthur. This is to celebrate.
Oh, so... What are we celebrating?
My little proposition. I've always believed in not being backward in coming forward. I want you to move in with me.
Do what?
To move in with me. To come and live in my humble residence in Pinner.
Look, I'm sorry, Ron. Champagne gives me a headache. I've got a confession to make. I'm already married.
I've never seen you with your wife.
No, not a lot of people have. Her indoors goes her own way.
Then leave her and come to Pinner.
I can't, Ron. I mean, it's not that I don't want to. Nothing will give me greater pleasure. But her indoors won't give me a divorce.
Well, have her murdered then. Charlie would have.
It's a tempting thought, Ron. Very tempting. No, I mean, there's her fits and all that. It'll be on my conscience.
Oh, sod her. We'll get her committed.
Yeah, look,
Come and live with me anyway.
no, look, Ron, this is so difficult to say. I don't know how to put this, but I've got too much respect for you.
Oh, Arthur. What a lovely man you are. What a gentleman. You're one of the old school, ain't you?
I have my standards, Ron.
Oh, I understand. If you change your mind, just remember, There will always be a little bit of Pinner that will remain forever, Arthur Daly's. I'll leave you now, Arthur. No, don't say goodbye. I want to remember you just as you are now, looking at me with such love. Oh, well, Arthur, we'll just have to live on our memories. I shall remember the night of Charlie's wake as long as I live.
Arthur, Tommy's on a dog.
Tommy? Yeah. Tommy, I've been trying to get hold of you. Yeah, don't go, Tommy. Tommy! What? He says it's time for a meet. Tonight. Southend Pier. Midnight.
I don't want any more arguing, Arthur. I'm coming with you.
Look, Ray, I keep telling you, this Tommy Hanbury is very heavy duty. Look, you got beaten up just looking for him. I don't want that to happen again.
It's my job to look after you, remember? And I can't do that if I'm here and you're in Southend. Now, come on, get in.
Dale and his minder took a call, then immediately left the Winchester.
Did we know Johnson?
Been tracked back to her Pinner residence, sir.
Shall I stand everybody down, Gov?
No. I think it's on for tonight.
Southend's to the right, Ray.
Bear with me, Arthur.
PS Turner's lost Daly, sir.
No, Ray. No. This is as far as you go.
But Arthur...
No buts. You wait for me here. Go any further, I'll be in Belgium.
Good to see you again, Arthur. Tommy.
You're a hard man to get hold of.
Oh, you sound like the old Bill. Everything all right in that direction?
Yeah, of course. My lock-up's bursting at the seams.
Good. Everything arrive all right?
Yeah, I'm fully equipped now for a major crime wave.
Excellent. My brief been in touch about the warehouse?
Yeah, I've got the keys and the lease. What you gonna do? Hold the next Olympics in there? It's big enough.
Gonna need every inch, Arthur. Biggest job ever pulled.
Yeah, could I have a few more details about it?
Yeah, plenty of time for that, Arthur. God, you know, it's good to see you again. Brings back the memories.
I'm glad of that.
Whatever happened to the Jones twins, Billy and Timmy?
Jones twins? Oh, Timmy went into the church.
What, nicking lead?
No, become a priest. And Billy is the manager of the local dairy.
Go on. Hey, what happened to that bird, Jan? Always fancied her. Whatever happened to Jan?
Well, something fell on her, I think. Look, could we leave the trip down memory lane till later, Tommy? I'm anxious to get back to London.
Yeah, can't wait for the action, eh? I understand. Nor can I.
Tommy, look, I've got a confession to make. It's been driving me raving mad since I saw you at the wake. Well, you know, we had one or two too many at the widow's house. I can't remember the details of this job, no matter how hard I try. Oh, my God, I've tried. I can't remember the plan that we discussed that night.
That's because we didn't discuss any details.
Do what?
Come on, Arthur. You said yourself you was a bit pissed that night. Once I had an agreement in principle from you, I left it at that. I mean, I'd have been bloody stupid to give you the details, wouldn't I, in your condition? You might have told anybody.
So I've been trying to remember something I never forgot.
Well, kept you out of mischief, didn't it? Don't fret. I'll tell you now. Arthur, this is going to be the biggest job ever pulled anywhere in the world. They'll be making movies about us. They'll be writing books about us. We're going to go directly in the record books.
What? Bigger than a great train robbery?
When we've pulled this job, Arthur, we'll have the great train robbers working for us as butlers. We are about to become living legends, Arthur. Living legends. There'll be questions asked in the House. Might even bring down the government. Big. This is mega big, Arthur.
But what is it?
Tommy, where's Arthur? What you done with him? Arthur. Yeah, what happened?
Well, where's Tommy?
The thing is, Jeff, due to the untimely demise of one of my business partners, I've got an excess of stock. All in pristine condition, nothing iffy, all receipts available. As you've always been such a good customer, I thought I'd give you first crack. How do you feel about a forklift truck? Well, a couple of Land Rovers. Half a dozen Frogman's outfits.
Arthur, we've been invited back to Widow Johnson's after the service.
The door's unlocked.
What time is it?
11:15, dead on. I'll wait for you here.
You see you do.
I just said I will.
Well, I'll be off.
You'll be late.
Don't rush me.
Bong, bong, bong. Ask not for whom the bell tolls.
Your sense of humour can be very tasteless at times, Raymond. I'm going in. It is today.
Definitely.
There you are, Mr. Daly. We've been looking for you. Dr. Hardman's been bussing.
I haven't been feeling too good myself. Is it,
Do you drink very much, Mr. Daly?
Excuse me?
Your drinking habits. Would you say that you were a heavy drinker? Or do you tend to drink only socially?
Socially. No, I must admit I am a very social person.
Really?
Well, the nature of my work, entrepreneurial. I have to conduct a lot of my business informally. Dinner parties, soirees, that sort of thing.
So you'd say that you probably drank more than the recommended weekly limit?
Which is?
A couple of glasses of wine a day or a couple of whiskies.
If I'm busy. But it may be a little bit more.
Smoke?
No, thank you. I just put one out.
How many do you smoke?
Oh, 1, 2 cigars a day.
That's very odd.
Oh, my God. How long?
Although you haven't got an ulcer, your stomach is extremely inflamed. That's what's been causing the pain. You're actually very strong. But if you keep abusing your body in the way that I suspect you are, then an ulcer can't be far away. And if that happens, then surgery may be the only answer.
Surgery?
I'm going to give you a course of tablets. And I want you to stop smoking and drinking, at least for a couple of months, till things settle down.
Oh, completely?
That's usually what I mean when I say stop. Oh, and there's a diet sheet. Avoid all fatty and fried foods. And try and get plenty of relaxation. Soon I'll have you back in the pink.
Yeah, with respect, Doctor, enjoying a quiet smoke and a drink while unwinding in front of a roaring fire is exactly what I do to relax.
Don't worry. A lot of that's just habit. You'll soon find something else to do with your hands. And as you say, it isn't as if you're a heavy drinker.
You look terrible, Arthur. Is it bad news?
The worst.
I must say I'm impressed, Arthur. I didn't know you had it in you.
Nah, it's just a matter of willpower, Dave. You know, I must admit, until all this happened, I didn't realise just what sort of pressure the modern executive has to operate under.
Ray said the doctor told you it was tobacco and booze that was stitching you.
Ray doesn't understand. Oh, talking to Ray, if you see him before I do, would you remind him he starts minding one of my properties tonight?
Problems?
No, one of my tenants turned out to be more upwardly mobile than I gave him credit for. Done a runner, earn a month's rent.
I thought you always charged 3 months up front.
Technicality, Dave.
Are you worried about the break-ins?
Well, what could be more tempting than one plush, unattended des res? Do you sell much of this?
Yeah, that's very popular. Comes from France.
Yeah, so does rabies. Look, give us a tomato juice, lots of Worcester sauce.
Are you sure about that, Arthur? It's very spicy, this Worcester.
No, that's all right, that's all right. You know, I think this should be obligatory. Every few months, give the fabric a chance to recover from the indecent pounding that we give it.
How long have you been off it?
5 hours, 27 minutes, and I feel fine. used to be a road through here once.
So, where is he then?
I told you, I don't know. He's usually here by now.
Well, when he gets back, tell him Mr. McLeish called and tell him I'll be expecting to hear from him
Oh,
very
hang
soon.
on, hang on.
He knows what it's all about.
All right, I'm going to have to take it down. Right. Mr. what?
McLeish.
McLeish. Well, how'd you spell that? Is that a big M, small C, or what?
Are you trying to upset me?
Oh, I've got a terrible memory. I didn't sleep too well last night either. By the time Mr. Daly turns up, I've probably forgotten half of this. Now, what was it about? Mr. Mc...
That's what it's about. And the other 73 tens he sold me.
Here, hang on.
Tell him I'll return the lot personally when I get my money back.
Come on, get the gates up. Don't you start getting aggressive with me.
Arthur, you ain't gonna believe this, but some mad Scotsman... Arthur! I've sold him.
What, my best of Annas?
After what you said yesterday, about giving you the support to see it through.
Those were the utterances of a man in shock. Get me a drink.
Well, that went as well. Sort of a package. You're not a bad little earner. It's all in a cash tray.
Raymond, I suddenly feel very peculiar.
Yeah, I'm not feeling on top of the world myself. Well, that flat, I'm not staying there another night.
Oh, can't you see I'm a man on the brink? Don't you think I've got enough problems?
Well, it's hardly the Hilton. No one's going to nick anything.
Look, those fitments may not be to your taste, but there's many a discerning crook would disagree with you.
Arthur, there are penicillin experiments happening in the sink. The shagpole moves of its own accord. Why don't you just let me lock it up? I've got the only key.
You've got the only key bar the one my last tenant absconded with. The market's probably being flooded with duplicates even now.
All right, all right. Well, how long?
I should have the locks changed by Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Quicker if you work faster.
Me?
Yes. Look, have we got any of those boxes of liqueur chocolates that we had last Christmas?
Arthur, sit down and relax. Arthur, I'm going to make a cup of tea.
I'll have mine in a glass with ice and a slice. What are you washing the walls for?
And Mr. McLeish called round for you earlier and threw paint all over them.
He's done what?
Yeah, he said he'd drop the rest of the paint round once you'd given him a refund.
I hope you disabused him.
You're joking. He was lobbing paint all over the place.
Well, who does he think he is? Gall of a man. Hello, this is Mr. Arthur Daly. Could I speak to Mr. McLeish? Thank you. Mr. McLeish, this is Mr. Arthur Daly. Now, about this paint... You'll have to speak slower. I missed most of that. Yes, that's quite clear. Now, what is the problem with the colour? But that is royal blue. No. You're thinking of English royal blue. What you bought is Spanish royal blue. King Carlos has it slapped all over his palace. Well, I'm very sorry it looks like that, but that paint was bought as seen. I do not give refunds. Goodbye. Never stick your nose in a tin of paint and think that's the colour. It all changes as soon as the air hits it.
All sorted?
He's building a old folks' home. Says the paint makes it look like a brothel. Threatened all sorts of things.
What are you going to do with it, then?
Learn my lesson. Never do business from hearsay. I was told he was kosher. The man's obviously a complete crook. What a morning. Come on, lunch break!
It's only 11 o'clock.
Oi!
They are bad for you. They repeat.
That wouldn't be the only thing that's done that this morning.
All I am saying is they don't call him Mad Benny for nothing.
Dave, all the info you have given me thus far on Benny McLeish He's about as reliable as his national football team.
All I said was he pays top cash for the right gear. But I also told you he's got a temper. He did a few months in the neck a while back.
What for?
GBH with a spare wheel of a dormobile. Mind you, he's very good with Alsatians. People he falls out with.
Look, I've met tougher nuts than Benny McLeish. I'm not going to start erring from my principles just because he threatens me.
As long as it is only threats.
Visiting St. Peter's and not banging off a couple of Hail Marys.
What is?
Coming here and not having a drink.
You off then, Arthur?
Yeah.
Same again, please, Dave.
Hey, listen, all that stuff about Benny turning nasty, you've never actually met him, have you?
No.
No, well, there you are, you see. People exaggerate, things get blown up, all out of proportion.
My source was reliable.
Who's that?
Pete Hughes.
Psycho Pete?
Yeah.
Pete, they'll never take me alive, Hughes.
He reckoned Benny was our man.
It will start to get easier. I think you're doing really well. No way saying the first 48 hours are the worst. Arthur! Hell, what you trying to do? Kill someone? I think you're overreacting.
You heard what Dave said. Benny's got a reputation.
Oh, it's a coincidence. Well, think about it. He's not going to kill you for just a few tins of dodgy paint, is he?
There was inches in it.
It's just a strain of you trying to keep off the booze and cigars. It's making you imagine things.
Look, I did not imagine several tons of diesel trying to part my hair.
And just drink your coffee. Is there decaffeinated, by the way? Well, just drink it and I'll go and see if the garage is finished having a look at that steering. Took out of a jolt.
Eh?
You're going to be all right. Just remember what the doc said to you. Relax.
Sit there, you. Are you sure you're all right? Yeah? Good.
Don't look round.
Arthur, what?
I said don't look round. Drive normally. Head for the Winchester.
What's the problem?
One of Benny's men attacked me.
Are you injured?
No, I fought him off. Look at me, I'm a nervous wreck. I better have a stiff brandy before I start palpitating.
Arthur, sit down and relax.
You've got to get a grip, Arthur. You're behaving deranged.
Look, I'm denied all normal forms of sustenance and someone's trying to kill me. Is it any wonder?
A woman award you in a cafe does not constitute attempted murder.
You did not see the look in his eyes.
Oh, Dave, you try and convince him. It's all in his mind. I need the loot. And I'll take that with me.
Ray's right, Arthur. I mean, Benny may be a bit nasty, but I don't think he'd try and do you in.
Oh, my God! Dave,
What?
Dave, look, upstairs.
What?
Bloke with crutches.
What about him?
Edward Fox.
Never. They had a jackal. He had a gun in his crutches. He was going to assassinate some French geezer. And he's got a pot on his leg. He's looking for me. Oh, my God, do something about him. What? Sort him out. On the house.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry to bother you, but I'd appreciate it if you'd let me put your crutches outside.
You what?
Normally they wouldn't be a problem, but you see, it's my friend. He's driving me mad.
There is the law, and there are the lawbreakers. And when the lawbreakers break the law, we arrest them. It's perfect. But then God created Arthur Daly, and everything got blurred.
Desk sergeant said he had some information for us. Could be genuine.
You college boys are always prepared to believe the best of people.
Sergeant Molly, there's a call for you.
They are quite safe, these places, aren't they?
Sir?
Well, you know all them stories about bands of armed vigilantes storming police stations and taking terrible liberties with people inside.
That only happens in America, sir.
Come on. Is that Mr. Morley? Yeah, it's Ray. Raymond Daly.
How thick are these walls?
Haven't a clue, sir.
Thick enough, say, to stop a runaway juggernaut.
We haven't had that many cases of runaway juggernauts crashing through the station, sir, so I wouldn't know.
And no need to take that tone of voice with me, young man.
You're a little bit on edge, aren't you? Yeah. Fancy a smoke?
I'm having a vision. I'll never forget this. T743.
Sarge?
That was Daly's nephew. Can we keep an eye out for his Uncle Arthur, who's not been seen since he legged it from the Winchester in a disturbed state this lunchtime? Apparently, he's come over all funny on account of his enforced abstinence from the weed and the vodka.
Sarge?
He's having withdrawal symptoms.
No light?
No.
No light?
No, I don't have any matches.
They've done this
about my
deliberately,
person,
didn't
sir.
they? They
No.
put you in to put me through the
Calm
emotional
down,
mangle.
sir.
So I
Sir.
tell them all I know.
Sir, you came to us.
Can't you go and get a light?
I'm not allowed to leave you.
Can't we find two bits of wood to rub together?
Just in the nick of time.
What you doing?
I've just been told you're Raymond. Up.
Is this yours?
You can't do this. It's infringing my civil liberties.
Now then, Mr. Daly, how exactly would you like to spoil my day for me?
Am I right, Sergeant, in thinking you are a man who does not believe in sensitive counselling?
Ray warned me you were suffering a bit. Apparently, doctor's orders are playing havoc with your imagination.
The arrogance of youth.
Which, given your normal recollection of the truth, makes the mind boggle. Still, we mustn't be biased. What can we do for you?
I want police protection.
I won't hear another word. You cannot march into a police station and demand protection because someone points a crutch at you.
You should be down there now doing some house-to-housing, not casting aspersions.
You are asking us to stretch it a bit, Mr. Daly.
You've heard of Mad Benny's reputation.
You play games with bullies, there's a chance you'll get hurt.
Look, Benny is trying to nobble me because a business deal turned out better for me than it did for him. Surely there's a law against that.
Oh, it's a business deal again then, is it, Arthur? Well, perhaps if you'd like to shed a little light on the exact nature of this business deal and why Benny's so upset, we might be in a better position to evaluate the threat to you.
It's you will have to live with the guilt.
Arthur, I came as soon as they told me.
Whistling. We only hope you can sleep nights without half a dozen mogadon to help you on your way.
Do pop back round about me little green men chasing you, Arthur.
Who'd have thought it a Daily ending up colluding with the law?
I don't think you realise what effect this ulcer business is having. Well, I had to say something. I don't want people to start thinking you've lost your marbles.
Oh, very considerate. Donald, I appreciate you're a busy man, but this is an emergency. Listen, whack the ball a bit harder, miss a few holes out, nobody will notice. Yeah, all right, Tar, see you then. Shut up. Raymond? I'm prepared to believe that your belling the old bill and speaking personally to Morley was motivated by some peculiar sense of duty towards me. Therefore, I'm going to give you a second chance.
Oh, thanks, Arthur.
In the absence of any police protection whatsoever, I'm appointing you my official bodyguard.
How do you mean?
What I say. You follow me everywhere. Taste my food, inspect any unusual packages I may receive, and in the event of any direct attempt on my person, you shield me from it.
You're pulling my leg.
Never believe the police, Ray. When they say the coast is clear, that is the time to keep your head down. Ready? Right, go.
Well, I'm going to need some more dosh for this job, Arthur.
What for?
Well, I need to get all the gear.
Gear? What gear?
The bodyguard stuff. Sunglasses, dark suit. Oh, yeah, and one of those bits of wire you stick in your ear.
What do you mean by creeping up on me like that?
I got here early. I was just having a poke round.
Oh, do you mind doing your poking somewhere where it can be seen in future? And where were you? It could have been some sort of psychotic.
Sorry, Arthur, I was just noticing. That paint really has dried a disgusting colour.
It's a very large amount to suddenly increase your premium by. You haven't been told you've got something nasty, have you? The company will check with your doctor if they're suspicious.
Apart from a nagging verruca, you could run me in the London Marathon, Donald.
It's just that with life assurance, most people fix a rate of payment and stick to it unless there's disaster on the horizon.
Well, that's your Englishman, Donald. Slave to routine. No. Business is tripping along nicely, and it seemed to me like a good occasion to add the odd extra shekel to the future security of her indoors.
And you want to increase your personal accident cover by 75%? Well, I'd advise against that, Arthur. I mean, you're not in a particularly high-risk area.
That's what they said to Louis XVI.
Fair enough, Arthur. You know what you're doing.
Very true, Donald, very true.
I'm a patient man, but this is taking forever, and nothing's happened. Get out there, find him, and hurt him.
It's worse for you like that, Arthur. That's memory lane. Do not judge other people by your own standards, Dave. I'm simply trying to find a patch of clean air amongst all this filth.
How much longer are you staying out, Arthur?
You always want to rush, Ray. Relax.
I'm supposed to be guarding Colditz, remember?
Colditz, Dave. That self-contained apartment I've got Raymond temporarily minding. You've been there.
Have I?
Yeah. When Peter Osgood scored that goal in the cup final, you were a bit tired and emotional.
Oh, what a goal, eh? Yeah, I remember. I passed out on a nice bit of pink shag pile in the living room.
There you are. Youth of today, they don't recognise quality even when it's sticking up through their toes.
That was 20 years ago. 20 years.
Yeah, but you're still quite happy to slope off back there and forget about me, aren't you? Those are mean streets out there, Raymond.
I know, and I'll be walking them if I miss the last bus.
Oh, dear, poor Cinderella. Here, get yourself a cab.
Cheers.
I'll take it out your next week's wages.
You can't stop here all night, Arthur.
Look, when I find a non-alcoholic drink that agrees with me, we'll go. Dave?
Well, you started with mineral water, and there was tomato juice, orange juice, grapefruit juice, apple juice, I tried lime juice, cola, ginger beer, and you're on dandelion and burdock there. I think you've been through the lot, Arthur.
I'll have a glass of tap water, please.
Night, lads.
Right.
Glad I caught you.
Oh, I thought you'd gone.
I've been doing some checking up on McLeish. I thought we might have been harsh with Daly.
You what?
Apparently there was an altercation about a load of paint that Daly sold to McLeish. McLeish says that he was furious about it at the time, but now he's managed to offload it, and so that's an end to it as far as he's concerned.
No vendetta.
Ye of little faith.
Yeah, but it always worries me making decisions when you've only heard one side of the argument. Still, seems you were right about Daly.
Yeah, don't you think you should send young Raymond home, Arthur? He looks knackered.
Yeah, I suppose so. Same again, Dave. Trouble with the youth of today. They got no stamina.
You nearly caught me there, Arthur. Cheers.
Worth a try. Come on.
There you go.
So.
I forgot. You've got a good end.
Her indoors has gone to her sister's, so I'm on my own, you see. Sitting target. And I knew you'd appreciate the company.
Great.
Oh, it's a bit on the parky side, isn't it? I must get that looked at. Mind you, wonderful views.
Not 1 o'clock in the morning, they ain't.
I usually go out like a light. Getting these cravings don't help. I'm too agitated to sleep.
Well, I'm not, and that's exactly what I intend to do. I'll see you in the morning, yeah?
That aftershave of yours is strong stuff, isn't it?
Arthur, it costs a fortune.
Bet you don't have any trouble with insect bites.
You're supposed to dab it or not embalm yourself in it.
Ah, now that smells as nature intended.
Yours is on the table.
Oh, tough. Oh, God, you wouldn't give that to Bugs Bunny.
It's all on your diet sheet.
No, that's just a guide. Muesli, bacon, eggs, sausage is all interchangeable.
Not here, it's not.
I made a list of things I need.
What things?
Oh, clothes, toiletries from Shea Daly.
Hang on. How long are you planning on staying?
Well, until things quieten down.
But things will never settle down, will they? Because they don't exist in the first place. I've told you, it's stress firing your imagination.
Do I look like a man without his faculties? Am I frothing at the mouth for vodka or a cigar? The answer is no.
Arthur, it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. You wait till dinner time.
I am completely in control of myself. And though it's short on creature comforts, you have convinced me this is the only place he won't be able to trace me to. Now, be a good lad and go and get those things for me. Don't bolt your food. Get indigestion. I'll finish anything you can't manage.
Dave.
Right, what you doing here? Touch of the Arthurs. We're open for another couple of hours.
I need some help, mate.
Arthur's still sweating about MacLeish.
He thinks he's trying to kill him for a few pots of paint. I've told him he's ridiculous, but he's convinced. Here, come here, look at this. The only key. He insists I lock him in when I go out and then put it in my shoe.
What's that?
So that if one of Benny's boys attacks me, they won't be able to find it.
Unbelievable. Well, what do you want me to do?
I want to see Benny. He's the only person to be able to convince Arthur not to worry. Where can I find him?
Well, I've got his address. But what you going to do about the paint?
I'll tell him I'll make sure Arthur sorts it out with him.
You take care.
Samaj, one pound and we'll see what the only one.
So how many do you smoke now? 30, 40 a day? A dramatic depiction of an alcoholic's attempt to stay dry throughout the lost weekend.
Well, that's why I come to see you. I'm sure we can sort out this paint misunderstanding if you can persuade Arthur you're not trying to damage him. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous, but like I said, it's the withdrawal symptoms.
What do you want me to do?
Well, can't you give him a call? He's staying with me at one of his properties.
I know he is.
Eh?
You've been very hard to nail down, but it seems we've got there at last. Juggernauts are no my style. But I'm afraid your uncle is a far better judge of character than you give him credit for. Arthur is in need of a lesson in business etiquette. So a couple of my boys are on their way over right now.
You're joking.
I'm no man renowned for my sense of humour.
So?
So what?
So what do you expect me to do? Stand by and watch?
Quite frankly, I don't care what you do. Look at you. You really fancy yourself, don't you? Well, let me tell you, you're nothing. You're amateur night out, no worth the price of admission. Barra boy.
Now let me tell you, I'm a Daly, and that means something. If my uncle is so much as grazed by one of your bully boys, then I pity you, McLeish. Quite frankly, I pity you. Arthur? Arthur! You in here, Arthur?
Yeah, park. Yeah? Yeah, go ahead. Right, hang on. Sarge, it's Ray Daly again.
What is it this time?
He says Arthur's been kidnapped.
Morley, it's serious. McLeish told me he'd sent a couple of the boys over. Yeah, I must have just missed them. I'm positive. I locked him in here when I went out. But yeah, of course there's signs of a struggle. I mean, there's smashed glass all over the kitchen. It's a right mess. Morley, you are the police. You've got to help. Oh, come on, how do I know where they've taken him? I'll call you back.
So what's the scam, Sarge? I've checked Benny once.
You and Ray both. Says Benny admitted to sending a couple of heavies round.
What do we do?
Never a criminal around when you want one. Come on. Much as it pains me, I suppose we'd better pay Mr. McLeish a visit.
I'm sorry, mate. I thought I knew someone in here. Sorry, mate.
I'll have another packet of them cigars and another couple of packets of spicy nices. No, that's fine, that's fine.
Gentlemen, what can I do for you this time?
That's £28.17. I'm sorry, we don't accept credit cards.
I don't think I'm hearing right.
Cash or cheque only.
What about your flexible thingy?
Cash or cheque only.
What can I have for £2.38?
I'm not the kind of person to start yelling police harassment.
I'm pleased you view it that way.
But my solicitor is.
Now, hang on a minute.
No, you hang on a minute. I've already told your colleague that I haven't a clue what's happened to Arthur Daly. But if you two want to keep coming around here and hinting that I do, that's fine. But from now on, it'll cost you a lot of money.
I'd advise you against making threats, Mr. McLeish. A police officer
I don't
has
think
every
we
right...
need to detain Mr. McLeish any longer. Constable.
Does he think we like coming round here? He's got some nerve threatening us. You should have booked him for obstructing the course.
What have we got to go on? The word of a con artist like Arthur Daly, who at the best of times is unreliable, and at the moment is half crazed trying to keep off artificial stimulants.
What about Ray?
Oh, yes, Ray Mondo, the one person in the world who regards Daly Senior as a creditable role model. We haven't got a leg to stand on.
I hope Arthur has.
God, you're all right.
Yeah, I found somewhere that takes plastic.
Come on, get in a car.
Yeah, thanks for my hat.
Hey, you're in big trouble.
What?
I'll take care of that.
Hey, don't give me that. You'll be in big trouble. Come on. Hey, come on, give me that.
You can't have it.
Look, come on, give me a smoke at least.
No.
Well, give me a sup of vodka.
No.
Give me something.
Arthur, leave it alone.
It was shut. Staff illness. That's the fifth in as many minutes. It's our busiest time, Arthur. You'll ruin us.
Why don't you let me go out to the car and get my groceries?
Benny could be on the other side of that door. Anyway, now is not the time to give in, Arthur. Get through this and the other 7 weeks will be no trouble. It's a matter of convincing the police Benny's for real.
If they saw me shaking, they wouldn't have any doubts.
I think they might put that down to something else, Arthur.
Thank you.
We're closed. It's the law.
Thought I might find you here.
You're the first bit of decent luck.
Yeah, you won't say that when I've finished. Arthur Daly.
Afternoon, Sergeant.
And looking so well after the various attempts on your person.
Yeah, I was coming round the station to tell you. I found him on the high street.
Oh, that is fortunate. It's just as well, since I was coming round here to tell you to stuff your theories about Benny being after Arthur. We haven't got a scrap of evidence, and McLeish is getting rather upset about the number of visits we're paying him. What I suggest you both do is get yourselves a good bottle of whiskey and go home and bloody well relax.
Your Flight of the Phoenix, that's the one. I'll never be able to watch that film again in the same light.
You what?
Well, when that bloke half inches of water when it's in short supply. I mean, it's all very well to criticise frailty, but, I mean, when it's your back against the wall...
Well, you want a glass of water, Arthur, you have one. What is happening to me? Oh, sit down, Arthur. I'll put the kettle on. Oi, go and pack some things. Go on, we're going to make for the motorway.
Hey, now, hold on, Arthur. The only way we're going to convince the police now is if they actually catch Benny and his henchmen having a go at you. So we're going to have to set them up.
What?
I won't be a minute.
Raymond!
Leave it to me. I appreciate you might be a bit sceptical, but that's what I'm saying.
OK, we'll do it.
Just like that.
It's our duty to serve. As long as you're sure he'll be there.
He's bound to. He's one of those blokes who can't rest till they settle the score. Yeah, but, well, shouldn't we have some sort of signal so you can leap in before the actual assault takes place?
I think you can let us be the best judge of that.
OK, I'll see you later, yeah? All right, bye.
Bye-bye.
Ray! Ray! You're all right? Yes, yeah. Here. Come on. Come on, in through the kitchen.
Be polite. Be helpful. Be forgetful.
Ray, wait, I'm perspiring. Oh, come on, Arthur, it's not much further. When we get there, you'll be safe till I sort things out with Benny. Has it got an oxygen tent to this place? Come on, Arthur, keep up. Almost there. You gonna leave me here? Don't worry. They won't let you come to any harm. No, I'm sure. Well, come on.
You got home, right?
Dave, I need to borrow the van. It'll only be 20 minutes.
Keys on the back pocket. Yeah, what's the problem?
It's Benny's henchman. I'll tell you later. Keep an eye on Arthur for me.
You all right, Arthur? You sure about this, Arthur?
I'll be hidden in there, Dave. They might come looking out front.
Yeah, well, you go careful. There's not a lot of room in there.
Come with the hour, Dave. Come with the hour. Dave, you've been burgled. There's nothing here. Someone's absconded with a drink.
I'm stock taking. Yeah. All the booze is out there in the passage.
Oh.
Good thinking, Arthur.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Come on, we got an appointment at the King's Head.
I'm on my way.
Thin crust Hawaiian special, no olives.
Ta. Oh, very nice. Look, about tonight, are you sure you don't want me to organise something?
Not unless there's a game of dominoes down the social club.
Well, you know best, sir.
Yes, I do know best. And I know that if we turn up at the King's Head, apart from Benny and his missus, we'll be the only ones there. And he'll get straight on to his brief.
It is no accident that my nose does not compete for space with my cheeks, Ray. Or that, in fact, I have my own set of teeth.
Look, there won't be any fighting. That's the whole point. We're just after Benny's verbiage at Morley Park, plus several FD constables step in and end the show. It's all arranged.
It's not the sort of thing a man with gastric complications should be trying.
It's the one way we'll get him off your back once and for all.
Yeah, hold on.
Right then.
I need something to steady me, Ray. Anything. Bottle of vodka, half a dozen cigars.
I'm really proud of the way you're managing, Arthur.
Look at that. If they could connect me up to the national grid now, they'd save a fortune.
Come on, we can't keep mauling these boys waiting.
You two have got a nerve after what you've done.
Good evening, Mr. McLeish.
This is your last chance to salvage something from a deal with the Dailies. A goodwill gesture. Your money back, less 20% for our time and effort.
20%? Where'd you get that?
And that's an end to it. No more aggro.
What makes you think I'll accept?
You can't afford to keep chasing after Arthur. I know the police have been checking. Take it while you can, McLeish.
I will.
Ray, I think we better go back inside.
It's all right, Arthur.
Alice, phone the police. That footballing rabble's back.
Not again.
They've even brought the manager along this time.
Trouble. King's Head. Leave it to me, Arthur. So, Benny, you just couldn't leave it, could you? Had to bring your thugs along. And now you're going to assault us, eh? And now you're going to assault us.
Don't forget I'm with Booper.
OK, boys. All right, Arthur. I think the pleasure's mine.
Forehead.
Oi! You got a light?
What's going on? Oh, better late than never, Sergeant. You better ask Mad Benny that. He'd be the best person to explain when he comes round.
Do you need a doctor, Ray?
No, I perish the thought. All he needs is a couple of hours in there, which I'll be quite happy to provide.
Hey, what about a doctor, Arthur?
No. You never get here by closing time, Ray. Here we
It's
go.
no good looking in there.
Why not?
Oh, come on, Arthur. Am I going to bring the real stuff? I'm a Daily, that means something.
Of course it does, Ray. Of course it does. Yeah, but what is this?
Well, that's last night's evening paper.
Oh, my God, what are we going to do? I'm completely strapped. I haven't got a groat.
Come on then, Arthur.
Good boy.
Only one,
Good
though,
boy.
right?
I know we're in the common market, but when it comes to currency, Carl, I'm strictly a one-language man. Carl, I never talk in Deutschmarks. We come to that, I never rab it in yen, dollars, potatoes, avocados. Over here, red is always come in sterling. Have a word with your colleagues. Yeah, ta-ra. What? Yeah, auf Wiedersehen, you too. Ta-ra.
Coming the old soldier, was he, Arthur?
Billy, what distinguishes the ruling class from the rest of this country?
Vast amounts of money, influence and power.
Well done, Billy, but you missed out one important element.
You?
No. The old school tie. England's equivalent to the Masonic handshake, Mafia oath and Cub salute all rolled into one. If you are wearing the right tie, all doors in this grey and peasant land are open to you. I think it's time the man in the street got in on the act. And I am thinking particularly of the man in the streets of Bradford and surrounding districts.
I never go for it, Arthur. Most of them never wear a tie.
I'm aware of that, Billy. The working man's answer to the old school tie. Old school braces. Now, don't tell me your lot have stopped wearing braces. As you see, they come in a variety of cunning colours. These are the MCC. Very handy when you and your mates are trying to slope into the pavilion at Headingley.
Bradford City.
And Arrow O'Neill. I can also offer you Brigade of Guards, Royal Green Jackets, 7th and 12th Lancers, and Old Etonian. A man wearing a pair of these will find no door closed to him. And, with the aid of discerning selection, he can stroll down the corridors of power, rub shoulders with the crowned heads of Europe, and take his rightful place in the sun.
I'll get these, Arthur.
Oh, top.
And one for yourself, Dave.
Thanks very much, Billy. I'll have half with you.
So that's agreed, then. 200 a day for Ray's services, plus any unforeseen expenses. And, of course, plus VAT at 17.5%.
I didn't know you was registered, Arthur.
Dave, I seem to spend most of my life collecting money on behalf of Her Majesty's government. Cheers, Billy.
Arthur, I am grateful to you. This job needs someone that is 100% reliable.
Now, that's what I offer, Billy. Total reliability. Is that right, Dave?
Oh, your reliability is legendary, Arthur. Legendary.
There's just 2 points, Billy. I don't like my staff bothered with the financial arrangements I've made on their behalf. Secondly, for security reasons, don't inform him what the job is until you're halfway there.
I'm glad to see you taking it so seriously.
Right, all loaded up, Billy. Car's outside. Now then, Dave, I'm really ready for a drink and some food. I'll have a pint of lager, 2 rounds of your beef sandwiches and, yeah, a couple of sausage rolls.
No, Ray, there's no time for all that. I'm sending you off on a very special mission with Billy here.
In that case, then, cancel the sausage rolls and make it 1 round of beef.
Ray, look, do you think I got the top of the tree fretting about beef sandwiches? Captains of industry, Raymond, are not preoccupied with lager and sausage rolls.
Yeah, too right they're not. More like smoked salmon and a bottle of Chablis.
All right. Billy, get him something on the way, will you? You better stop off and pick up an overnight bag. There's a couple of score for your exes.
Yeah, but where am I going?
This is no time for philosophy, Ray. There's work to be done. Off you go.
Now then, Ray. This is all right, eh?
Yeah, great. So what's this special mission I'm on?
You, Ray, are going to look after a little diamond.
Eh?
You are a ruby, a pearl beyond compare.
I didn't know you dealt in precious stones.
I am talking, Ray, about the best cock in Bradford. And I wouldn't trust him with anyone else. Young Sam is a one-off. You could spend a lifetime and never see his like again. The finest racing pigeon I've ever handled.
Racing pigeon? Are you telling me Arthur's got me minding a racing pigeon?
He certainly has, and I hope you'll feel privileged.
I'm feeling a lot of things right now, Billy, and privilege is not one of them.
You, Ray, are crucial for the race.
What race?
Challenge race. Young Sam against Pride of Pudsey, that Stan Soddlesburg, you know, used to be my partner.
I don't think I've had the pleasure.
Ah, not business partner. We used to race pigeons together in partnership. That was before the Barcelona '89, and less said about that, the better.
Well, how do I fit into all of this?
The race is from London to Bradford. You, Ray, will accompany Stan's nominated conveyor from Bradford to London, and then you will both release the birds.
And that is this special mission that Arthur was going on about?
It certainly is.
Yeah, I'm in a business meeting at the moment. I'll ring you later. Ta-ra.
Are you ready to order, sir?
I most certainly am. A good day's work deserves its just reward, eh?
Indeed, sir.
I'll have a smoked salmon to start with, and then the filet mignon, medium, with some courgette, broccoli and mushrooms.
And to drink, sir?
Yeah, a bottle of Wheat St. George. Go down a treat.
Certainly, sir. Anything else?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. That gent's outfit is in the foyer. I've got some stock that would really go a treat in there. Old school braces. Do you, by any chance, know the manager?
Yes.
Well, perhaps you'd like to tell me about him when you've given my order to the chef.
Certainly, sir.
I'll not say you were 19 shillings short of a pound, but last boat race, this fella wanted to put a fiver each way on Cambridge.
Did you take it?
Hey up, lads, hey up. He's a fella going to lose a pigeon race come tomorrow night. What's that? Have a drink, Billy. Have a drink.
Like lager.
Lager, that's a car, isn't it?
We'll have 2 pints of best bitter stamp.
Forget that, Tom. So, who's this then?
This is Ray Daly. He'll be conveying the birds with your nominee. Ray, this is Stan Sorrell. Known to his mates and absolutely no other bugger as Honest Stan.
Get that down here. Go on, that's it.
All right, cheers.
That's it now.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? So what do you stand to collect then if your bird wins? Silver cup or something?
There's no cups for this race, lad. It's a straight bet. And the bet is £10,000.
£10,000 on a pigeon race? You sure you know what you're doing, Billy?
I've never been sure a young Sam is trained to peak perfection. He'll walk it.
For your sake, he doesn't.
What you've got to remember is don't let them birds out your sight, Ray. There's a lot of money riding on this race.
Yeah, so it seems. Yeah, but I would have thought you and Billy would have gone to London and released them yourselves.
He's a cracker.
What's the something fun?
There's no way they could get from London to Bradford faster than the birds.
And there's no way they'll be anywhere else but in their pigeon lofts when you liberate.
Exactly.
Liberate? You make it sound like war.
That's just what it is, lad. And it's one I intend to win.
Oh, well, if you're that confident, you should be giving better odds than evens, then.
You're right, he's right. I'll tell you what, I'm offering now 2 to 1 against young Sam.
Oh. Christmas. I'll tell you what, I'll have a bit of that.
You're going to need them, lad. This will get you a brilliant heading lit. Yeah, Joe. Now, there's you, a man with loads of brass. Get someone and then he's blocking because these boys.
Excellent. Excellent. Before you know it, every tourist in your hotel will be twanging his MCC braces. No, not really, I suppose not. Well, that's 6 dozen mixed then. Thank you very much, Mr. Jansen-Smith. One of my fleet of vans will deliver them before close of business tomorrow. Yes, thank you very much. Goodbye.
You can't expect a pigeon top and not
No, come on.
Billy, Bill. I'm gonna shoot off, mate.
Right, I'll run you back to your hotel.
No problem. You're having a good time with your pals. Just, what time tomorrow?
You must be at Forster Square Station for 08:30 a.m. Are you sure you can find your hotel?
I'm fine, Billy. Fine.
No, look, I tell you, it goes like a bird. Now, look, the only reason it's so cheap is because I am not a greedy man. What do you mean you think you've got the wrong number? No, look, I prefer a quick turnover rather than have my stock taking root on a forecourt. No, I tell you what I'll do. I'll get my assistant to bring it over to you tomorrow afternoon. You can have a test drive, no obligation. If you like it, you can have it for £5,000, and that includes the fabulous Arthur Daly 6-month warranty. Yeah, he'll be with you about 4 o'clock. His name's Ray Daly.
That was pucker.
Would you like to see the sweet trolley, sir?
Oh, no, thanks. I couldn't eat another crumb. Could I just have a coffee?
Ian, a cognac?
Yes, please.
Twice, please.
Very good, sir.
Thanks. Hey, it was lovely, wasn't it? Right. Now you got to sing for your supper.
You what?
For my sins, I asked you what that lot in the pub were roaring on about.
Oh, all right, the widowhood system.
Yeah, that's it. How come you know about pigeons?
Well, I mean, that's a bit like asking a girl from Liverpool how come she knows about football.
Compulsory up here, is it? O-levels in pigeon racing.
Well, O-levels? No, I could do a degree course in it. Oh. Thanks. Right then, the widowhood system. Well, it's a method that pigeon fanciers use to get a better performance. And in the case of cocks, it's based on their sexual drive.
You have my undivided attention.
You heard from Ray, then, Arthur?
No, Dave, he's probably got his hands full with them birds.
I'm surprised he hadn't been on the phone complaining about being a pigeon minder.
Ray? Never, Dave. Good as gold. It's breeding, you know. It always will out.
Breeding?
Yeah, Arabian family. Solid as a rock. I knew it the moment I clapped eyes on him. See, Dave, great men, truly great men, have this gift of discernment and the ability to delegate.
I shall have to remember that, Arthur. So, having duly delegated, your mind is entirely at ease?
My mind, Dave, is like the sea of tranquility. Apart from which Ray can hardly get in trouble up north.
This pigeon's a wind-up. Here, Billy! Over there? Where the trains?
Up to Sheffield. Took track wheel. Now then, you sleep all right?
Like a top, mate.
Good lad. Come on, then. Right, Stan, my nominated conveyor is here. Now, where's yours?
Don't panic, Billy. Here she comes now.
Right, as the secretary of Ilkley Invitation Playing Club, I bring this meeting to order. Are the two contestants here? Yes, certainly are. Right, lads, can we have
You didn't
some
tell
names
me.
on the birds then, please?
You didn't ask me. I'm Stan Sorrell's daughter.
I know that now.
Aren't you pleased that I'm coming to London with you?
Pope Polish?
Checkered cock, number GB88 J15721.
Stop. Ring number 500-107.
Duly noted.
Checkered cock, number 88Z14322.
Ring number 500-108.
Duly noted. Right now, gentlemen. Steady clocks. They were set at a formal meeting of the entire committee 1 hour ago. Best of luck, lads.
Seal number 0197.
That's it.
That's it. You sure there's somebody meeting them at the other end?
Don't panic, Stanley. They're being met by the most trustworthy man in London. His name's Arthur Daly.
Daily into Europe? Hello, nostalgic. Hey, you have called at a very propitious moment. Yeah. I have just acquired, literally 5 minutes ago, some absolutely magical material.
Uh-huh.
I can offer you, in boxed sets, in mint condition, the following. Eartha Kitt meets Billy Graham in stereo. The best of Winston Churchill, including his state funeral. And the Household Cavalry meet the Vienna Boys Choir on ice. Yeah, hold on, Nos. Correction, that last one. The Vienna Boys Choir meets the Household Cavalry in Nice. Daily into Europe?
Ray and Stan's daughter, Donna, left Leeds Central at 0925. What are you doing in the lockup?
I'm talking to you, Billy. If I was somewhere else, I couldn't do that, could I?
I want you at King's Cross Station to meet that train. We don't want any slip-ups. There's a lot of brass riding on this race.
Billy, don't concern yourself. Ray's a big boy. He knows his way back from King's Cross.
I want you to phone me from King's Cross Station the moment they arrive. Missing? What do you mean, gone missing? That train was non-stop. Were you late getting there?
I was not only early, Billy, I also had to suffer the indignity of being propositioned by a lady of the night who was offering some very bizarre services. You sure they caught that train?
Arthur, a large part of the Ilkley Invitation Flying Club observed their departure. Find them, Arthur, and find them quick. Young Sam is the finest racing pigeon this side of the Pennines, and he is trained to peak perfection. I do not want him traumatised and corrupted by life in London.
Dave, have you seen that bloody Ray? Would that be the Ray who's solid as a rock, good as gold, and always reliable?
Yeah, that's the one.
No, I ain't seen him since he headed north with Billy.
Well, he's supposed to have headed south. If he comes in here with some birds and a bird, nail him to the wall till I get back. He's gone missing with some bookie's daughter. I knew it would be a bird. It always is with that boy. It's the only thing he seems to have any stamina for.
You're only young once, ain't you?
Hello, Bill. Your phone's been busy. What's the word on London? Small problem? What do you mean, small problem?
Raymond? Ray? You in here? Hello? Hello, Billy. I now have the situation completely under control. I am about to release the birds.
Oh, thank God for that. Now, let me have a word with Ray and Donna.
No, they're not here. No, I'm fully equal to the task, Billy, don't worry. Now, what do I do? I'll break that seal, yeah?
Don't touch that seal, Arthur. Do you read me? Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Stand clear. Move back. Retreat. Do you read me? Do you understand? Over.
No, I don't, but I'm standing back.
If you break that seal, I'll have contravened race regulations. I'd probably have to forfeit, and I'd certainly be expelled from the Ilkley Club, and I couldn't face that. I'd have to emigrate. Now, under the regulations, there has to be one nominated person from both sides present when the birds are liberated. That is Ray representing me and Donna representing Stan. And liberation has to be officially witnessed by you and them. Now, where are they?
If I knew that, Billy, I wouldn't have humped this bloody basket all the way up Primrose bloody hill like a bloody Sherpa.
Well, you'll just have to bloody hump it back down again, won't you? This is all highly irregular. Ray and Donna must be present when the birds are liberated. Find them, Arthur, and find them fast. And whatever you do, you treat those birds with the utmost care. They are very, very sensitive to mood change. Talk to them, but softly. You can tell them some of your funny stories, you can sing to them.
Oi, what would you like to start with? How about Oh for the Wings of a Dove?
See that building over there?
Which one?
The white one.
Oh, next to the church?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
My mum and dad had their first date in that building.
Didn't we?
Yeah, some old dinner dance.
Wonder what happened to your uncle?
Oh, I don't know. It's not like him to go missing.
Very glad he did, though.
So am I.
Listen, Stan, I have not interfered with your daughter in any shape or form. I've never even seen her. I would very much like to see her. It's perfectly obvious what's happened here. She's led Ray astray. That boy's never so much as looked at a girl before this. Look, I am in the middle of a major export drive, and Ray's continuing absence is putting crucial orders in jeopardy. I've got a whole team of people combing the city for them.
I'd like to call this crisis meeting of the Daly family to
Order.
order, yeah.
I blame you for this, Arthur Daly.
Now, steady on, Doreen. Doreen. Well, if it's what Ray wants to do...
Look, I'll decide what Ray wants to do, and one thing he definitely should not be doing is pulling birds when he's supposed to be looking after pigeons.
You had no right sending him up north with a pile of cash in his pocket.
You always were generous to a fault, Arthur.
That's true.
You know what they're like up there. The place is full of little diamond hunters wearing high-heel clogs.
It looks to me like it's a love job, Arthur.
Love job? Love job? I'll give him love job. Hey, wait a minute. What makes you say that?
Oh, he brought her home to meet us.
He's never done that before.
Saucy cow. Hardly had her feet under the table and calling me mum.
Now, don't take on like that, Doreen.
But where's he going with her?
Well, if it's Tuesday, he'll be in heaven and hell.
No, that's Wednesdays. Tuesdays is Shangri-La.
No, that's
Friday?
No, Arthur, you're wrong there. Fridays is come-as-you-please night for guests at Mackintosh's.
Sorry, mate. I had him paged. No response.
I'd just like to have a look for myself.
Afraid you can't come in then. You're not properly dressed. There goes.
All my valuable merchandise.
Can't do that. If she finds out you cut the seal on that basket, Billy will probably have to forfeit the race.
Oh!
There he is.
I've got it. No, I haven't. Here, boy, here.
It's no good shouting at it, Arthur. It probably only responds to its owner's voice.
Oh, that's brilliant. Which one is that? And which one is in the basket? And who owns what?
Well, both owners are Yorkshiremen, we know that.
So?
Now, come on, lad. Let's be having you bucking jip basket.
That's not a Yorkshire accent. You sound like a Libyan with laryngitis.
Well, you try then. Don't hit it with...
I wasn't hitting him. I was going to offer it to him. Yeah, bread. Bread.
Come on.
Oh, God. I'm disappointed in you, Ray. Deeply disappointed. I had high hopes for you. I'd even go to far as say expectations, but you've been weighed in a balance and found wanting.
What you going on about, Arthur?
I'm going on about that list of jobs on the wall in my office. Jobs that represent the hard money I've been sweating to earn while you've been doing a Romeo and Juliet all over the place.
Here, Arthur, I've got something I want to tell you. I think I'm in love.
You what?
Donna and me. Well, it's the real thing.
Stop standing there babbling like a low-budget Byron and catch that pigeon!
Hello. What you two been up to then? Another all-night party?
Oh, hello, Nostalgic. How did you get...
Ray! The lock-up door!
I can't see it, Arthur.
Oh, no, don't say it's escaped.
Oh, no, there's no sign of it. Must have got out when Nostalgic came in.
What got out?
Pigeon. Racing pigeon.
Oh, I'm sorry, Arthur. The door was unlocked. I didn't know you went in for livestock.
Ray, we've got to get a replacement.
Oh, come off it, Arthur.
Well, we can't release one pigeon from the basket. If your girlfriend knows so much about them, she can probably also count up to 2. If she sees 2 birds flying northwards, Sam fairly Ann. That's not the reason why.
Yeah, but if 2 birds don't arrive back in their coops or lofts or whatever they're called, someone is going to want to know the reason why.
I will brook no further argument, Raymond. There are 3 very good reasons why we must get a replacement. 1, my reputation. On my behalf, those birds were entrusted into your care. 2, we can't let Billy from Bradford down. He's my northern outlet. And 3, I've got 200 quid on his bird at 6 to 4. Go and start the car.
If he hadn't have opened the basket, none of this would have happened.
Will shortly arrive at platform 8. Please note the...
Billy, top of the morning to you. It's Arthur. No, Billy. Billy, calm down. Look, don't get so excited again. It's very bad for your blood pressure. No, we haven't released the birds yet. Very high winds down here. Virtually a gale. Look, Billy, I'd never forgive myself if anything happened to them. Yeah, oh, look, Billy, I've got to go now. I'll ring you again later. Bye-bye.
Please. Have a nice day.
Cheers.
Thank you. Have a good trip.
Where are the drinks?
I've been on the phone.
Phone? What phone? Where? They got a phone box up the end?
This isn't going to work, Arthur.
Of course it is. It's no good in having one of them flying round Trafalgar Square. You've got to get a pigeon from Bradford, take it back to London and release a pair of them together.
I think we're wasting our time.
Right, we're talking homing pigeons here. Homing pigeons fly home. And if they've been borrowed from Bradford, they're bound to fly in a northerly direction.
I suppose you know what you're doing.
Well, it's more than you do. I want to talk to you about this Donna. Impetuous legovers are one thing, but I am not having love jobs in my establishment. Do you understand?
I think I'm going to be moving up north, Arthur. Well, her dad will probably give me a job. He's got a string of bookie shops. It's regular wages and plenty of prospects. Donna's got a nice place, too. Big enough for the both of us.
You're serious, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
But what about us, Ray? All the time you've been with me. I mean, we're family.
Yeah, but if I settle down with Donna, well, she'll be family, won't she?
I think I'll go and have a wash and brush up. If a trolley comes along, get some tea and some sandwiches. All right?
Fair enough.
Hello, Nostalgic. Look, I've got a problem, a very serious problem, and I think you're the man who can help me.
Here, Arthur. I can't make it out. There's no reply from me flat. Where do you think she's gone?
Well, she's probably gone shopping. That's something else you'll have to get used to. Wives are always going shopping and always coming back with Paris originals they got for 1.99p in a sale. Here, come on over here. There's some birds here. Pidgey, pidgey, pidgey. Pidgey, pidgey, pidgey. Quick, quick.
Is it opened up?
Yeah, come on, come on, come on. Go on, Pidgey. 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 Meow. Pidgey. No, don't meow. They'll frighten them.
What you doing?
Perfectly all right, madam. Officers from the RSPB.
What do you...
Sorry? They're to be trained as carrier pigeons, the Royal Mail. Any luck?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Got him! Got him! Got him! Quick, quick, in the basket. In, quick, shut it, shut it. Oh, get my hat, my hat. Oh, got my thumb caught. My thumb's caught. So, shut it up quick, shut it. Oh, look at that. You see, Ray, all these things need is careful planning. Don't you worry, me old pouter. You'll soon be winging your way back to Bradford.
Yes, Met Office. Have the gales over London died down yet? There haven't been any gales. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Billy! Billy! Where are you? Billy, I want a word with you.
I don't understand. She doesn't know anyone in London.
Ray, a word of advice. No. I'm not going to try and talk you out of it. Your mind's made up and I will miss you.
Thanks, Arthur. Well, it's good to get a take it like that. I'm very grateful of my time with you. I'll always remember you.
I'm touched, Ray. Deeply touched.
What was that advice you wanted to give me?
Oh, yeah. Always start as you mean to go on. It's no good after a few years of marriage when the first flush turns to an icy pallor. When that happens, it's no good objecting to her behaviour, because it'll be too late then.
It's a bit of an old-fashioned way of looking at marriage, ain't it?
Ray, there is nothing old-fashioned about marital aggravation. Traditional, yes, and it is also timeless. It never goes out of fashion. I mean, if she's playing about...
She wouldn't.
No, I'm sure you're right.
Witches Club. Hello, Billy. How you keeping? No. Hey, but just a minute. Nostalgic. Have you seen Arthur since he phoned? No. Can't help you, Billy.
Arthur Daly. What the hell's going on down there? I've been onto the Met Office, Stan's been onto the Met Office. In fact, half the Ilkley Invitation Flying Club have been onto the Met Office, and we've all been told the same thing. There are no gales over London.
Gales? What gales? No, there are no gales here. Oh, yeah, no, there were gales. But they've blown themselves out.
Then release the birds immediately.
No, I can't do that, Billy. That would contravene your regulations. You see, I've got 2 pigeons, I've got Ray, but what I haven't got is Donna.
Stan Sorrell here. What have you done with my daughter?
Yeah, and there was a bird in here answering that description. And she was looking for you, Ray.
Well, where'd she go? She must have left a message.
Didn't say nothing. As I recall, she had a couple of drinks with Nostalgic, and she left with him.
Nostalgic?
No, Ray, we mustn't jump to impetuous conclusions.
Yeah, but what time...
Dave, I'll get these. There you go.
Where are you?
She's gone. So's her case.
Now, Ray, the important thing is to keep calm.
Oh, I'll keep calm, all right. Just as long as it takes to find them.
No, you know what they say? About the course of true love, it never runs smooth.
Well, I'll tell you this, Arthur. It's going to get rougher. A lot rougher. Cheers. Nah, they ain't in there.
Oh, it's no good trying the Shangri-La. That's closed for renovation. Come on.
Here, Arthur, I want to thank you.
What for?
For all the help you've given me and the support.
Oh, don't be daft. It's the least I could do. After all, your family.
Yeah, I should have realised that wouldn't be EC. Nostalgic's not into anything modern. Here, hold up.
What?
Nostalgic. I bet I know where he is.
Am I getting the hang?
I think you're a natural.
It's exhausting, though, isn't
Well, I
it?
think I better get another bottle of champagne.
Oh, lovely.
Well, this is nice, ain't it? Very tasty. What sort of mug do you take me for, eh? As soon as me back is turned, you're running all over town with a nutter caught in a time warp.
I am not your property, Raymond Daly. You do not own me. How dare you? How dare you come busting in here with your chauvinistic act? Well, you can just take it somewhere else.
Don't worry, I'll...
You call this reasoned discussion, do you? Now, calm down, the pair of you. Ray, you are well out of order. Donna, you've been entrusted into my care by your father, so be quiet.
You're obviously the ringleader here.
What?
You're Bard.
Bard?
Coming here with your period clothes of the 1940s.
Oh, dear.
Doesn't give you the right to throw your weight about. Out.
Well, just leave it anyway. Come on, out you go, pair of you. Go on, out. Ray, you will go back to your flat. You've done enough for one night.
What about Donna?
Well, as you... Let the lady through. As you know, Donna's father has asked me to look after her. I shall fulfil that obligation. No expense will be spared. Come on.
And you're Bard as well.
Well, it's not like Ray to go around wrecking night clubs, yeah.
What got into him, Arthur?
Cherchez la femme.
Well, he should stick to lager.
I fully concur. He's at home now, sleeping it off. Look, I've got Donna outside. If you could give her a bed for the night, I could pick her up in the morning.
Oh, we're very grateful to you, Arthur. I don't know what we'd do without you.
Think nothing of it. After all, we're...
Family.
Oh, Donna, I'm sorry about last night. No, let me explain.
No, Ray, really, there's no need. Let's just forget about it, eh?
What about us?
Us is over, Ray. Now, can we just get these birds liberated, then I can get back up north?
Arthur.
Let's just get these birds liberated so she can get back up north.
What's me dad's pigeon doing out at basket? It was sitting on the top.
Ah, yeah, well, you see, this basket's been humped all over London while I've been looking for you two. I expect the string broke. Still, no harm done, eh?
No, but there's another strange pigeon in the basket.
Oh, yeah, well, that's obvious, you see. If one can get out, one can get in. Look, you forget this little hiccup, and I'll have amnesia if your father wants to know what you've been up to while you've been down here.
Oh, all right. Let's just get this race underway, then.
Here, one thing. I am not climbing any more hills. Raymond, basket.
Basket.
Mind your head.
Yeah, mind your head.
Oh.
So what about the third bird?
Oh, I expect he likes some exercise. We'll liberate him and all.
All right. Right, you ready?
Yep.
Right, 3, 2, 1, go. Go on, boys, out you go.
There they go.
Oh.
There they go. Oh, he's still here. Can you catch him?
Yeah, I've got him. Hey.
Well done.
Might as well give him a fly now,
Yeah,
eh?
go on.
Oh.
Must be something yet.
Yeah, well, I don't mind telling you, Arthur, I'm put out. Very put out. You asked me to do you a favour. Look after this Donna, you said. Show her a good time, you said. Take her out and about. Next thing I know, I'm barred from my favourite club because Ray has had a rut with her.
Yeah, he's a very excitable lad, nostalgic. I'll have a word with him. Take my advice, forget it. I wouldn't even broach the matter if I were you.
All right, then. But the next time he's got a girlfriend that needs taking care of, leave me out. Right. Well, thanks for the records, Arthur. I'll be in touch.
See you, nostalgic. I know what you're thinking, Dave, and you're wrong.
Oh, yeah? Yes.
My actions were governed at all times by what was best for Ray.
And I am Queen Marie of Romania.
Oh, come on, my little beauty. Come on. Come on.
He did? Well done. Congratulations, Billy. Yeah. Hey, listen, Billy, be sure and get my winnings off Honest Stan Sorrel. What? Nice one, Billy. I'll catch you later. Ta-ra. Well, I think a big one's in order, Dave.
Yeah, I'll have the same, Dave.
You, see her off all right?
Yeah. You're Arthur, about my job. I won't be going up north now.
No, I suppose you won't. Yeah, I tell you what, Ray. Let's forget all about it. I mean, you've got them dresses to deliver to Morrie, that car to a potential punter. Life's too short. Let's move forwards together.
Oh, thanks, Arthur. What would I do without you?
I think nothing of it, Ray. After all, we're...
Arthur, if you're going to say family, so help me, I'll let you.